Oh my God, this crew is ridiculous, everybody. Oh.
Yes.
We're best friends.
Happy pre-record day.
Yes.
Happy pre-record day.
And yes, welcome back to Frack Paddy Wack, where we are all still alive and have not harmed each other in any possible way yet. But the day is young.
It is.
Very young.
So actually, for earlier, where I almost accidentally choked Patty with her own drink. So don't ask questions you don't want to
I'm
answer.
glad you finished that sentence. So
You're welcome. So
me too.
Right. You were right here, Ben. We were talking. We weren't paying attention to y'all.
I didn't know that I needed to keep an eye on you.
This is starting out horribly. I love this. So anyways, welcome back, y'all, Frack Paddy Wack, and probably no Frack anytime soon because he will be murdered soon enough here.
Nah, he's all right. He'll be okay.
All right. Thank God for that. So anyways, join us as always, Thursday night, live, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Periscope, and YouTube.
Should we get like a TikTok and a Snapchat and a...
No, I think TikTok and Snapchat would be too much, to be honest. I can't.
Oh, because the other 7 networks is...
Hey, there's a limit.
Not really. We have room in the platform.
That is actually true. Thank you, Restream, for that. So, and thank you, Lakeland Chiropractic.
Lakeland Family Chiropractic.
Lakeland's Health and Family.
There you go.
I got the name right at least. All right. I love our sponsors. In my bag. So, anyways.
Sounds like Mike picked up a sign.
Or the ice machine dropped.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
I didn't get a notification.
Today. Does anybody, refrigerators, ice makers, I know this isn't on the chart.
Don't matter.
Does anybody else's, just not operate properly, doesn't make ice? Or if it does, it's
does, but it's
randomly.
5 minutes to actually drop it. When it's done, it goes...
I think your refrigerator needs a cough medicine. Or something.
It does.
I'm surprised it doesn't wake Tyler up when it drops ice, because it's like...
I'm pretty sure it takes a NyQuil during the day, because then when it wakes up in the evening, that's when it drops it. It's usually 12:30, and it's like, what the?
It's broken.
At least you know when you get ice.
Right.
It growls and cracks for 5 minutes, and then it's quiet, and 30 seconds later, it's like...
Ours right now just has the issue where it'll only do the crumpled ice. It won't do cubed ice only. So I have to figure out the electronics.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, but
all right. So listen, if you refrigerator companies could get your crap together and develop a real refrigerator, ice maker, freezer, that would be great.
They will not.
They won't.
Or a time we allow you to go ahead and make
ice. In the new house, we will have
communist refrigerator,
a standalone ice maker, and it will be hidden into a cabinet next to the fridge.
Oh.
So nobody knows where to get ice. Great.
Yeah.
These cups is ice.
So when
more ice.
So when it leaks, it ruins your cabinets, and we have to file a claim for new cabinets. Got it.
Is that her plan?
Ice machines never leak.
Just like they never get mold.
True.
Well, now he's plugging it. How's it going to be?
All right, moving on.
Let's start the show, please.
Us over into refrigerator talk and
real adult topics. We had the hard topics here, so
I did not accidentally look at an ad. Not an ad. I got an email and it was like, "Wouldn't you like to?" They know we're working on building a house. I'm like, "Wouldn't you like a wine fridge?" I was like, "Oh yes, I would."
They know me so well.
And now I'm getting followed with wine fridge ads that have, and they're not that expensive. Like a 12 bottle is like $800.
Yeah, I want it built into our island.
It's a built-in cabinet that goes into your island, and it's a wine fridge. And I'm like,
oh yeah, we're having one.
That's wonderful. Except that her and I have never been able to collect a lot of wine because I was like, oh, it'll be awesome. One day we'll have a wine cellar.
Giant wine rack. It probably held 90 bottles or something.
Jeez.
And it was like a shelf, like a buffet kind of thing, but it was just racks for your wine.
Well, actually,
and I was like, this is amazing. I would love to have this.
Yeah.
And then he goes, what are we going to put in it? I go, wine. He goes, every time we buy wine, we drink it. So we don't have any.
Wine lasts about 2 weeks in this house at the max.
So have a recurring order every week. So
we need to get on the recurring with Three Brothers.
Well, for individuals who do talk about wine a lot more, know perhaps a little bit more, always, not always, I guess, but majority of the time, your white ones are the ones that really need to be chilled.
Mhm.
Champagne, or champagne, whatever you want to call it. Sparkling if it's not from France. But most reds, you don't really need to have that.
I don't like reds.
As far as so then great. So then you need the fridge. Then you need the fridge.
But I don't like hot wine in general. So
I mean, unless you've been drinking
I
for
still
8
want
hours
mine.
already, you're like, whatever, give me something.
I've been drinking for 8 hours. I'm not switching to wine.
you know what this moment calls for?
Drinking wine for 8 hours.
After 6 months engagement,
Nobody drinks wine for 8 hours.
Yeah, because it's a sipping.
No, nobody does.
you don't want sugary sippiness after.
Get us in the chat, please, because I need to know who of my friends are spending 8 hours drinking wine.
First of all,
I can answer that question for you. Moms that are at home.
I know.
Homeschooling their damn kids.
So,
They're drinking wine.
they've been like wine champion since March 2020.
Right?
So hey, Wack, how about we start us with the show? Let's go.
yeah.
I don't drink beer all day.
Not all guys.
That's different.
No, I'm saying it's like guys that drink beer. Those
Okay.
are women
Okay.
that drink wine.
I see the correlation.
All right, so we do have a show planned for today.
Random.
we just wrote it an hour ago.
And by we mean Wack did 80% of it.
Thank you,
I
Wack.
just text everybody like, by the way, you're all coming over to record. We have nothing,
But we do have something.
but we have something now, so it's great. We hope it's great.
If not, we don't
Do
really
they?
care.
Just don't click share. But no, really.
No, please. Yeah. Well, that's right. Share, like, follow, stalk, whatever.
So we've got a couple focus segments that I put in there. The first one is on reminiscing on the high school days. For those of you who have watched our last 3 shows, we did elementary school, middle school, so now we're going to do high school. And then the other segment, I wanted to throw it in and kind of just toss it in there for now and talk about business. Talk a little about the year, about the new year ahead. Give us a chance to talk about our businesses a little bit more in depth than we normally do. And it's not even really in depth, just some random questions.
Make me talk.
So yeah, exactly. So,
I hate him.
You're part of groups that require you to be a leader.
you
So-
realize this is kind of a mini social group,
I know.
and you signed up for it.
Damn it.
There wasn't like I don't want to do that. You were actually the first one to be like, we should do that. Hey, we're
I
doing
just
that.
wanted
By
to
the way, we're
record
doing
it.
it.
And we don't have a membership fee.
And then you're like, by the way, I
Yes, we
set up
do.
a Facebook page, so here we are.
Yeah,
I have to endure y'all for hours a week.
We do have a membership fee. It just pays for restream.
Exactly. Once again, thank you, Dr. Strap.
And Kelly.
And Kelly, yes. So,
And then I don't think Frack's making a drink this week unless he goes over to my liquor cabinet
Yeah, my coffee.
and decides that he's making a drink.
Coffee.
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 I did pull in random life questions, and then I also pulled in would you rather because I thought we hadn't done that in a while.
Yeah.
And it would be something quick and simple.
She said.
Trending topics. We have our local topics that we didn't talk about on last week's show because we over talked like we always do. So, shocking. So we're gonna do that this week. So we're gonna do last week's this week in history this week.
No. We're still doing this week.
No, we're still doing this week in
We have
history
to
this
from
week.
last week this week.
That's right, because Frack did that. We're doing last
I'll
week.
mine because I didn't do it.
I did. He did it.
We got you. It's a team effort here. It's a team effort.
Frack did it. But we're doing last week's local topics this week.
Great.
What?
Last week's local topics this week.
Yeah.
Well, but some of them are still important enough to talk
Yes, they are,
about.
because most of them were still relevant.
Yeah,
Only
exactly.
one is the event now past.
Yes.
But that's good because we can talk about it. And then we got 2 Truths and a Lie is in there, I believe. Yep, it's in there. And then I put together a You Decide bracket, which is vacation spots you would like to go. Since Patty did not realize, she thought that they were magical, random vacation spots that I had already been to.
I didn't say you'd already been to them. I'm just saying.
But the way you said it,
You said you've been there?
It was
I
assumed.
haven't been to none of these places, so it's not like I could choose the better location.
You choose the one that you
I was
think you would
passing
want
you
to
the
go to
Corona.
the most.
Oh, thank you.
You're so
I
You
think-
can have it back.
Only Frack has been to one of them. All the other ones, no one's been to
Where?
my
Where have I
knowledge.
been?
Yeah,
Oh, well, the country, not that city.
right.
Yeah, but yeah, close enough. Closer to the pin, I win.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Man's like 2 blocks wide. How have you not? I don't.
Well, on the map at least.
On the map, it's this big. I don't understand. You could have took a scooter.
Oh.
Well, actually, their vehicles are so efficient, but also they're a tiny island.
Yeah.
Well, tiny
I
compared
don't
to
think
like
I could fit in their vehicles.
you. Okay, maybe the buses. The buses are already on people's
I
size.
hate you. You're
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I did see tall people in Japan.
Like,
They
don't
exist.
they make Toyotas?
Yeah.
Okay,
Make Mitsubishi and make Nissan as well.
But the stupid Americans, they send it over for the stupid Americans.
They send it over for big Americans. They're like, we life-size this car for you.
Could you imagine me trying to get in one of the beds?
That's
Because I
great.
hear they're like this big.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, the truck, the bed.
Oh, bed.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And their showers, like the head of the shower would like come up to my
Their
boobs.
showers are rather slim. Even for my
Which
straight
counts that
person.
asshole.
No, I'm saying even for me, okay? I'm like,
tiny guy over here is like, I almost made it.
the toilets are amazing, except for the ones on the floor. Those are, I mean,
The
you do
toilets
castle,
are amazing.
castle, castle.
So I just don't need to go to Japan.
Toilets on the floor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they still believe in the traditional, where there's it's porcelain like on the floor thing, and there's like ceramic little things around, as far as like tile or whatever. But then it's like squatting, which is the original squatting.
You like sumo squat to pee?
Yeah. Oh, no, the pee. I stand up. So, but it's the original squatty potty because
The
that's
women have to sit or squat.
Or hover.
Are they unisex?
it's not
Are
100%, just
they
You don't
unisex?
sit down, huh?
Okay.
Think of all the people that have
some
missed.
bathrooms. No, they're not unisex bathrooms. Like they have male, they have female, and everything else. But
Okay, can we move on to the questions? Because
Let's talk about Japanese bathrooms. It's
know.
hilarious.
I'm saying for the women, like, he's like, do you
It was
sit
her
or
that I was
squat?
like,
And I'm like, I would squat because everyone else has been squatting. Imagine how many people have missed, and then you
like the
sit on
guy
it.
standing up.
Guys don't ever mess.
My bathroom says otherwise.
So does mine. Thanks, Tyler.
and these are the parents filling out their children.
Yeah.
So, but actually, well, I said the original
Maybe
squatty
it's
potty is
time,
that.
time to get him some Cheerios thrown there.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, he does a pretty good job.
Aim for the lifesaver. So, now, one thing I have to say
Just when he's in a hurry.
about actually most international bathrooms
get
compared to American bathrooms, at least public ones, is the fact that there's no little slit where people are walking through and like,
Right.
"We're done there
I
yet?"
don't know.
I already spit on him.
Yeah. Welcome to the house.
I said I was passing you my Rona.
Herd immunity. Thank you.
He's like, here, you can have it back.
All right.
Oh man! All right, and then of course we've got a couple games in there which I mentioned. Patty can explain them.
Cheerios this week, dude.
She can mess up the explanations of them. Though I'll leave it.
Yeah. So it's basically 2 truths and a lie. You have to guess the lie out of the 3, and if you're wrong, you drink. And the other game is the you decide bracket.
Mhm.
And if you're in the minority of the group, then you have to drink. If we all agree, we drink together.
Boom. Yes, got it. And a new rule. If we are tied, if there is a tie,
yeah, because we don't have
if
rules to
it's
help
a
us.
tie, we don't have Bull to help us. It's a social.
Okay.
But what goes on?
Wait.
You drink?
No, what choice goes on?
Oh man.
Oh,
No, I gotta
Oh,
go.
the coin flip.
Okay.
Yeah. What,
Were you getting drinks? Is that what you're
no,
doing?
he's looking for a
Oh.
coin.
I mean, I realize you don't have drink. I don't have drink, so I drink.
Oh, I have a water.
Well, that's my drink too.
Don't knock shit over.
Midway through the show.
Everybody's offline.
I know you can't see, but we are running technically we're running a 4-camera system, but we're also adding a 5th camera that's over there that later will be edited in. So, yeah, a little bit crazy there. Frick, hashtags of the night.
So FFPW, of course, and then we survived. I thought that would be funny as all get out tonight.
Survived high school. Survived
Yes, we survived.
this year. Hopefully, a couple weeks left.
All of
I
it. We
know, right?
survived Thanksgiving. We survived.
Survive family.
Yes.
Survive Corona.
Rona.
Oh,
I don't think I've had it. Maybe.
I shook hands with so many people last night. I came right home and showered.
Wait, are you in their bedroom?
No, that's really creepy.
That is kind of
That should be our
Yeah, when you go back and watch that, that was weird. And you almost took out my Christmas tree.
Hey, Tyler decorated that.
Yeah, he did.
I really
I brought
like
one
the
for in
top.
case.
Yeah, it came out good. She moved a bunch of stuff around after I left last night.
No, I didn't touch it.
Oh, okay.
I wanted
Cool,
to
and what kind of when we left?
that
When I
side.
left. I had a show last night.
I
Toys for Tots.
like the Christmas stuff. Actually, that's actually very ingenious because you're used to see the traditional.
Yeah,
stuff.
it looks cool.
It's actually pretty. I mean, it reminds me a little bit of that Krampus kind of.
Right? Be good, kid.
Be good kid.
Yeah, it's like a
Here's
bunch
some
of different-
candy.
little things from Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, for those that can't see it, we'll
Christmas
take a
trees
picture and post it up in a little bit. But
We
yeah,
got creative.
it's our Christmas tree. We had a good time. It looks good.
And also
Yeah,
for the,
Tyler took all of our decorations and moved them to where he wanted them. We decorated it together, and then he took everything off.
He started picking everything that he could reach off the bottom layer and putting it in. There were like 3 bulbs in one spot.
He said they're friends.
The next one, he's like, they're all friends. Like,
He said, I put it right next to it. It's friends.
congratulations on your future interior design.
yeah.
Hey, we can decorate our house.
That's obviously not going to be his calling.
That seems to be good at it.
yeah, bowling.
Although I'm sorry, that reminded me of a quick joke real quick.
Wait, did you do any bowling?
No, we don't have one yet.
Oh, no.
We don't have.
Maybe I should put
You know
that
how
on
heavy
there.
bowling balls are?
Ornaments, you idiots.
Whole tree down, jeez.
Like an ornament,
Yeah,
not
what's hanging at the
an
bottom.
actual bowling ball in the tree.
Yeah, no, ornaments for Christmas. Any friends out there, family out there that ever want to think, what should we buy TJ and Brooke for Christmas? A cool
Oh,
ornament.
come on, already with the names.
Drink.
I did it.
What is that?
Where'd that thing come from?
I know. I was like, oh, what is that?
See, it is Christmas magic.
What?
Was that for himself?
This?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
he
should bring
just
another
got it.
then.
You didn't. You got up and went to my fridge and got yourself a beer.
Now we have orders. He asked if y'all wanted anything.
No, this is one of our best friends in the world.
You said you were getting a water.
No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
he did. And then I thought he was getting a beer. Get one of the Christmas beers for me, please.
Oh my god, this is hysterical.
I didn't think that. Make yourself at home.
Can
Yeah, you're getting bottle openers. You know where that. So you're getting it 7 doors above.
Jesus.
I love our friendship because it's a whole new level of make yourself at home. Make yourself at home. Grab one of my beers. Don't bring me one. Oh, these guys.
Well, usually it's don't drink this and don't eat this.
There's 2 things. Yeah, and it'll be,
the pecan turtle thing, whatever you told me about. And
it would be don't eat her gluten-free food that she
Specific
that
needs.
she can only we're holding on that. Okay. When the time comes.
Bump y'all.
well,
Yeah, you can drink. But yeah, so it's one of those like, yeah, we have very limited things. Like just she has special things that she buys, and it's like, don't eat that gluten-free stuff.
Oh, yeah,
and then
I respect that.
just don't drink the Patron.
I respect it because
I'll
I'm not going to like
bring
it
you
anyway.
more.
Dude, oh, I'm waiting.
Oh, you're out already? My bad.
Oh,
Yeah, we're always out.
Oh,
Just take it. We're always out.
heard.
Don't drink the absinthe.
Let me make
If
it.
you're going down that tunnel, you better make sure we're here because I need that level of fun in my life again.
All right, so where were we? I forget.
We were on slide 2.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, hold on, the time is not matching with down here. Oh,
Wow.
I are special.
Oh, you is.
No, yeah, oh yeah, because I just pulled that slide forward. None of the slides are right.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Wasn't it?
And it's right now it's an hour and a half ahead according to the slides.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, we can drink more.
yeah, segments. I'm just on the wrong.
Segments.
I'm on the wrong slide. It's totally fine.
Okay. So this is where we reminisce about our childhood. And we are going to be focusing on high school years this time. So what are 1 to 2 things that you remember from your high school years?
I was an idiot.
Explain.
Wait, you said was.
Was.
Yes, I dated an idiot. I did idiot things with said idiot.
Well, onto a better topic.
Did anybody? Oh, no.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Correct.
Well, never mind. We're not gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
At least I did not end up in jail in high school. So
Good.
we're
yeah,
good.
that wasn't until later.
We're good.
Yeah.
Exactly. Later in life.
I waited. I
Good.
waited.
No, good. That's. Yeah. I didn't get in any trouble. I didn't.
I covered live music shows. Went to a lot of live music shows.
See, and I didn't get any of that. I didn't anyway. No, and I played in a. I played in a
Yeah,
band.
you were in the live music show.
Yeah,
I never get to watch.
High school band is different than live music band. I don't recall. I know one of my friends that was Dean. He was one of the first baritone players. I think he was a senior when I came in as a freshman, maybe a junior. Might have got 2 years with him. Super cool guy. Him and one of the drummers had a band, but I don't ever remember them having a show or anything like that. And they probably did, but I was freshman. So keep going, body on.
There we go.
But yeah, I don't.
Trying to make
She always mentioned to me how she went to band shows. You gotta hold it. You gotta hold it right in front of you. It's gotta go right in front of your shirt, not the camera. There, up. So, yeah. Did you go to any live music shows?
I was in basketball like 24/7.
And I think maybe that's
so y'all were the entertainment. We were the ones standing going.
Yeah,
You're doing great.
I was baseball and band, so I think that between those.
I had no life,
two things,
in all honesty. Like it was wake up, go to school, basketball, come home, shower, basketball.
It's a good work ethic to build early on. In my opinion, I wish I had a little bit more of that, to be honest. But actually, I remember trying to go to live shows, and of course, parents would not let you because I'm like, it's okay, I'm only going with a friend.
Right,
without supervision. I'm only 16. What could possibly?
Where were shows at back then?
If we went to the actual big shows, couldn't really go to like House of Blues because
Right. Was Mad Hatter around back then? Was that?
Oh yeah, but it was usually with somebody.
Usually with an adult.
Yeah, was it like I'm talking about? I'm talking when I was like 15, 16.
Sure.
So it was more local here in town. It was Mad Hatters. It was Cross-Eyed when it existed. For a while, there's another Lillian's.
There was a church on South Florida, kind of over where
The parking
Scooter's
lot
old shop is. Now it's Gaslight.
Yeah. Oh,
There was a church, and it had it upstairs, and they did.
The Belfry.
No.
That wasn't the Belfry was also there, but
That's over on Lake Morton.
Right. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the church bell, thing. But yeah, so I can never go to places like the State Theater out in St. Pete, or
Yeah, that was special.
Yeah. So then I said, so usually those things I got to see more during my later high school, early college years when I got to actually go out to, and I was able to drive more. So I went to club more when it existed in Clearwater. State Theater, one House of Blues. What was it?
I drove everywhere.
The State Theater sounded so impressive, and I remember the first time I went there, and I was like,
it was the
where's the rest of it?
Imagine a dive bar. Imagine a dive bar, but bigger. I'm like, this is the biggest.
It felt like the size of our.
It was a bummer.
For our show.
We were getting ready to get booked there. I think back when Suicide Clubs became the Detectives.
Yes.
And the show just it never ended up happening.
Yeah.
The promoter didn't end up pulling through on it. So we never got to play State Theater.
The Masquerade. It's not called the Ritz.
Yeah, love that place.
I had
a lot of fun at that place. A lot of good concerts. Now that wasn't high school; that was college days.
And also there was Crowbar too. That's a little more local.
I saw Dream Theater at the Masquerade.
Really?
Yeah,
that's amazing.
And Skid Row.
Wow.
Yeah. Dream Theater at the Masquerade is ridiculous because they were way bigger than the Masquerade. I don't know how they pulled that other than a whole lot of money. Because Dream Theater, for those if you don't listen, if you've never heard of Dream Theater, it's more hard rock. I wouldn't even really call it
Do you know
metal.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
But it's more hard. It's hard rock.
It's really melodic. It's really technical. It's really amazing.
You had me watch it.
TSO, not Dream Theater.
But I'm saying, imagine TSO minus all the Christmassy stuff.
I didn't see Christmas stuff. It was Reds. When they were on TV here. Whatever. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah. So
I remember going. It wasn't literal till later on, but yeah. But one of my favorite memories though was I remember one day I missed the school bus, and my buddy Derek, who lives just down the street from us, actually, he was late too. I'm like, perfect. I get a car ride, and we hung out. We talked about stuff, and I got to like. It's funny how you hang out with your friends. We never get to actually sometimes hang out. And I remember having a good long conversation. And unfortunately, we're not as much in contact nowadays. But I remember just having like this cool moment with a friend. I'm like, this is pretty awesome. Okay, we're late for school. We gotta go. But it was pretty awesome. I still remember that actually. So it's okay to miss the school bus once in a while.
I remember a lot of obviously during our not so much summer break, but and during school, obviously, I had a lot of band competitions and things like that. So we always had our bus rides over and out and things like that. They were always a blast.
I remember getting into an accident on the way to a game.
Like
on a school bus. In the bus. Like I was looking that way, and coach was like, "Where you are?" I'm like, "Coach, we're about to get hit." He's like, "I'm like, Coach, we're about to get hit." No, shut up. I'm like, "Coach, we're about to get boom." Told you.
Assassins, A1. Okay, I'm an adult now because the first thing I was thinking, like, you know how much paperwork is going to be involved with the school? And I'm like, oh, God, what's wrong with me?
Well, and we still had to go to the game. Like, Coach didn't care. Like, let's go.
Let's go. We got gameplay.
Let's go.
So, have the teams out for injury. You just got here.
Dragging down the street.
No, we're here. We had to get a whole new bus. We had to wait for whatever, but it was just like, I don't know how it got there so quick, or if parents came to get us. I don't remember that part, but it was like,
We're gonna
let's
book
go.
it.
We sure didn't, and we won the game.
Boom.
Yeah, I think I spent a lot of the summer at the beach. Like once I could drive, we pretty much went to the beach every weekend.
So I kind of continued on from your school stuff.
Like, yeah, we picked up that tradition,
I
you know,
went to
10
the
years
beach with
ago.
my dad and family in middle school. But once I could drive, I went.
Freedom.
Summertime was always we had bush gardens passes, stuff like that with my family. My dad's side was my dad always played softball, so
I know that.
all the softball tournaments with my dad. Yeah, but then the end of summer was always band camp. So a week of practice getting the show ready.
I think I only did like summer camp like once. And then
Went to summer school. I took 2 semesters of summer school. One to get ahead, and one was driver's ed, and there was like an economics course or something like that I took to get ahead.
I took it because I wanted to see all the people that were there. Not that I
Right, yeah. Like, how many of my friends are going?
like everybody was there. I was like, oh, this is where we're supposed to be.
I had an
Okay.
excuse to go see them.
Because up north, that's not cool to go to summer school. But
Yeah.
down here, everybody's like, let's go to summer school.
Because up north, the summer doesn't it exists for a very short time, actually.
No, you were considered stupid if you went to summer school up there.
Oh, so you're not stupid in the South.
Apparently.
Okay. All right.
But my summers and winters,
No. Let's hold that.
I am going to live like that.
Summer school is dual. There's one half of the people that are there to get ahead, and there's the other half of people that fail. And they have to fix their crap so they can either graduate
I never
or.
went to summer school, but I always considered going just to get ahead.
I took 2 semesters to get ahead, and I think it was my junior, or I think I did my sophomore and my junior. I don't think I did my senior.
Because I didn't want to get too far
Senior,
in
I
and not have friends with or have classes with my friends the following year. Because I was already in AP classes.
I had
So if I would have went
Yeah.
to get ahead,
senior year. I was like, basketball, PE, cool.
The only summer school I ever really had actually was during my college years, and that was because the
Yeah.
English language is horrible. I took English
I didn't
101
think
like
about that.
2.5 times. Not even joking.
Yeah, just
So you're doing well now.
Me talk English good.
for those that can understand him, he talks about this. So he has English really good, but he only learned it if he can talk really fast. If he talks slower than normal.
Listen, that's his fault for having the video on 1.5 times speed faster, okay?
Wait, what was the word he
my
just said?
actress noticed
Assistant? What was the word he just said?
Chief Spritsky elf.
Oh, you just
Yeah.
now caught on to that?
Accomplice.
Oh, that's what it was.
And you thought it had accomplice.
Weekend activities with family. I kind of mentioned that already. We went to Stardust.
But my tradition continued on. We did a lot of, again, still a lot of Disney stuff. And that's probably by the time that I really got like fed up with Disney.
I played a lot of summer
Because they
baseball.
own
so-
everything.
That's about the time that my Uncle Bobby moved into his house that he has now. So they were fixing it up, renovating it, and then once it was done, that was like the hangout spot for our family.
The house is so nice.
They're chilly.
Perfect.
It came
The perfect sunset.
It came from like a little dinky 2-bedroom, one
That's crazy.
maybe 2-bath house, and it was like bright pink, and it was horrid looking. And they
It's only a bar.
basically knocked down half of it,
Right.
rebuilt it, and it's insane.
Yeah, the house is. They're on the channel that leads out to Apollo Beach. So when the channel goes down, and then the right side is the
Yeah.
restaurant, Circles Restaurant, and there's the boat, marina or whatever, and then it hooks the left out into Tampa Bay. So when the sun
So when the
sets,
sunset,
sunset
right on.
in their canal at the end of their canal. So the sunset every
And
night
they
is them
are
looking out.
So
They are
Christmas
the end-
card.
Yeah, it's
they are
amazing.
the end house on the canal, so they look straight.
We have a couple Christmassy style photos that are.
from the
We're breaking stuff.
just right.
Just making sure you're right.
We're breaking stuff.
Shoot, thank you.
Okay. All right, next question.
Is there anything that you dreaded? Family events that you dreaded?
During summer or high school?
Yeah, I don't think I did.
I started appreciating my family a lot more. The only thing I really dreaded, if you will, was another family member wanting to visit. Because my mother, Lord bless her, she's always been the person all her life to be the one that says, if we're going to have events or things like that, it's at our house. And I'm going, why? I'm going to clean up afterwards. So I that's the only thing. And actually, I lied. There was another thing that actually did bother me that I dreaded during that growing up phase was my mom was working for Florida Southern College. So she took a lot of her time out and it was focused to help the international students. So, which is okay. I mean, again, I had the appreciation, usually kids don't appreciate things more until later in life. So when you're like, oh, thank you for not murdering me. But anyways.
I mean, there's that.
Yeah. So, no, but the biggest thing was that she was spending a lot of time with the students and we never got to see our mom a lot. So, not that we got it right, but we were going like, hey, what the hell?
We're over here.
Yeah, exactly.
These other kids, what about us?
Yeah, so even though, I mean, to this day, she hasn't lost an iota of love for us, I think. Again, it was just during that time we're like, hey, what's going on, whatever. And she noticed that, she didn't leave her job or anything, but she realized that, hey, more time, family, et cetera, that was making an effect that doing all these things, which she was happy doing, and we understand that. But I didn't having all these events because it always took, family time away.
Sure.
I didn't know it was that, that kind of feel was like, what the hell, where's mom?
Well, I did the attention.
Yeah.
I never had family time because it's just my mom and dad, and we're not going to talk about what my dad was doing at that time, but whatever.
All the drugs.
No.
Drugs. But that's where Kelly comes into place, and why she became my family is that's who I was with. Like, that's my weekends at basketball and Kelly and Shay, honestly. Anyway, go ahead.
I don't think there's anything like this.
Yeah, we had, I would have split time because it would be my mom and my mom's side and my dad's side. So we kind of had split time in there. So just trying to navigate some of that, I think is really, I don't think any of it was dreaded. It was just figuring out the schedule and making sure everybody's cool with it.
It wasn't fun when that became a new norm, you know. So where you're going like, oh, this is my life now, where I have to like choose, okay, so schedule time. And
for me though, that was all, I mean, since I don't know what age they split up.
But it was always there for you. So it was kind of your thing. So it didn't.
Then I got in trouble, got my car taken away, and then my dad let me borrow his car. And that went over really well with my mom, who came to the school and got the keys in front of all my friends.
And this is how parents get back at each other. It's okay, I won't do anything to you. Here, have the car key.
Took the car home, and I had the red bus home. That was not a fun day.
It's like, Mom, I'm not my friends.
It's not a fun day. I was just thinking about that earlier as I was typing this out. It's like, thanks. Yeah, Dad, and funny enough is I had my car, my little white car, and then so I had that was when I accidentally wrecked into the valedictorian.
Yes, I remember that.
So I wrecked into the back of the valedictorian. So my car was in the process of getting fixed. And then I got it fixed, and then I got in trouble. And so Mom grounded me from my car for like a week or two. Well, it happened to be the week or two that I was at Dad's. So
I don't want to talk about
so I went there for the weekend. He's like,
I think you might have went to your dad's because you were grounded and you could get away with
100%. So I went, and Dad had a 1993 light blue Ford Probe, which just looked like back in the day looked like a super sweet sports car.
Yeah.
Like it looked like a Dodge Stealth or whatever, you know what I mean? But it was just this sleek looking sports car. So I was 15 and he let me take it and just drive around Lakeland. And I went to, you guys used to have, there was some, you mentioned the church parties. There were some church parties or things like that, church get-togethers where middle school kids and high school kids could kind of come and just hang out. So I took it and drove to one of those with Shane Murphy, because Shane Murphy was my one of my only friends in Lakeland. Him and another guy named James, but then James moved away. But yeah, me and Shane went, and then Monday came time for school, so I just said, okay, I'm just going to go to school straight from Dad's. And I got up in the morning on Monday, and I drove the Probe to school. Dad didn't know or care, so he's like, all right. He's like, yeah, go ahead, no big deal. So.
My sister used to have for a little bit. She had a Geo Metro.
And I remember that car.
And I just turned 16 to drive to school.
It looks like a little bubble. Yeah. Wasn't it like a 3-cylinder?
Yeah, they're a little 3-cylinder.
It was funny. I remember
my
because
dad tried to get me one, but they only made them manual.
Yeah.
And he tried to teach me how to drive.
Yeah, it was 3 squirrels and a hamster. I go real fast.
But
we laughed.
Yeah.
No, but I remember laughing because, okay, if you guys know on the 540A, the road right here, right behind the high school, George Jenkins, there's a huge dip that goes down a ravine style and then it comes back up.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember we were going towards, I guess, east to west. So we were going through that dip and trying to go up to the light. And the funny part was this: we were in her car, And we were that's not the funny part. The funny part is going downhill. We had a semi truck behind us, and we couldn't go any faster. So as we're going uphill, we had to turn off the air so the car could go faster.
Yes.
I remember that.
And we're going like, oh come on,
So at the bottom of that hill was Harold's nursery. I'm surprised you guys didn't just cut across there. That's where I used to live.
We used to live on Clubhouse, and I had a little, like, whatever the bottom line Civic was, and it had the same problem going up the hill on Clubhouse. Because it's like the same one.
That is the highest drop off in the old. We lived there, and every time we went to work at Winters, we would go down the hill and then go up, and it was like.
I find it like I need to do transmission.
Like
it means when the head stays on brake.
Not
my turn. Not my turn. It's up the hill. Not my turn.
Every time Wack would like reach over and turn off there.
And it worked. It worked.
It's like your little hamster's not gonna make it. Most of the time we took his car, but sometimes we need to take mine.
I'm like, can you like step on the gas? She's like, my foot is on the floor. And not just on it, like
that's hysterical.
her legs all shaking. You know,
I can't push any harder.
Oh my goodness.
With a super trooper, I can't pull over anymore. I'm already pulled over.
he's already pulled over, man.
You can't pull over anymore.
Oh my god.
All right. Business.
Let's do it.
Well, did we talk about it? Is there anything? Oh yeah. We just talked about it.
Yeah.
Thank you for the conversation. I mean, welcome to words. I need that.
All right. Heading into the new year, is there something that you look back on that
There are computers and this guy's over here going nuts.
How much these cost?
That would happen.
It's not a MacBook, so.
Sorry.
Cost me $1,300. Let's go.
I'm sorry, Patty. Could you please start over because
Okay, are there? Okay. Heading into the new year, was something that you look back on now and are like, "Wow, that happened," and something you never would have happened that did.
Rona.
I
nobody first.
did not write that question. That sounded like
No, you didn't. Heading into the new year, what is something that you look back on now and you're like, wow,
that happened.
That happened.
Or something that would happen.
Basically the
that
same
did
thing.
happen. Okay.
Okay.
So something that happened. Okay. All right. Okay. So you're making this. Yeah. I know. See, my English class was not that great, but I know there's a missing comma in there.
I would say, thanks to Rona, people have learned to appreciate me being able to remote in instead of wasting my freaking diesel and an hour worth of travel time to get to their location that I can fix in 5 minutes.
Love the fact that people now realize that things that they thought that they had to meet with you in person to do can now be done on a phone call, which they could have always been
done.
But
and I get people being the
face to face.
I'm the face to face one.
That's the Kevins of the world.
I need to meet with you. I'm the face to face.
Kevins, you know who you are.
And I get that and I respect it because typically I'm that way too. I like my face to face, but I can face to face on Zoom. For all intents and purposes, being it really close to the same. My biggest thing is wasting time to go over things that are really quick questions that I can answer or a quick little training on how do I put a blog into my website. If you're not SEOing it or anything like that, you log in, you go to post, you click add new. You know
I do that all the time, by the way. Thank you so much.
Those simple things, like so many things, like, so we're really going to drive 30 minutes out of our way to...
And you spend more money getting there than the job.
More money and time.
Because a lot of time those consultations are free.
Right.
So not just
that's our biggest.
We were going to go like have a meeting about, and it was like, Wack had told them, why don't we just get on a phone call and that's going to save us the trip out there and the trip back. That's 30 minutes of our time
synchronized drinking.
We're probably only going to be meeting for 30 minutes. So we're going to spend just as much time driving as we are meeting. And it's the end of the year. We have a lot that we need to
I was like, this is the busiest month of the year for us because we're fitting in all of our family time, and we go all out for Christmas.
Like, go over everything from the past year and get ready for the new year. So listen,
when you start business planning, never mind, I'll save this tip for the last question. But
I think what a teaser! You must watch till the end now.
The scheme of it is
Like it sucked. Don't get me wrong, but I'm kind of thankful for it at the same time too.
The
Silver
shift
lining.
in
Silver lining.
technology for
And I did
this
buy a new
group.
laptop
Yeah.
for this.
The shift in technology for this group has been
I think
Yeah,
a lot of
helpful
people
to our
realize the need for email systems, for websites, for
digital marketing.
digital marketing. Like, I don't think that people put enough emphasis on what that can do for your business
I have, saved,
until now.
I have saved so much money on not having to get my brakes done every 2 years now.
For sure.
So for nobody that's heard the last hour of conversation since she got up.
How you doing?
So this is Patty. She's part of the crew.
She's part of the crew, and
We're talking.
she's
So
been talking
where's the seltzer water
got
at? Did she say that?
since she last got up.
I mean, it was here on the
still
table.
hear
It should, yeah, and I don't have the suppression turned up high at all. The noise compression.
That's a suppressor. Isn't that for
The minute
Like, are
you're
you?
not talking, it goes.
Suppress. All right. So I can't have much of that. I mean,
baby.
this is going to be the weirdest live video you guys are going to watch
do
here.
so. Yeah.
How much is that policy?
I don't know. You wrote it.
It's like, let me
Again,
log in real quick.
put in the account. Let me log in here real quick.
Up that.
See, like the life insurance has a. Okay, it is life insurance. I was thinking the life insurance has a like an increase
Yeah,
every year.
Yeah, but there's a murder clause.
Ooh,
If your wife, yeah, it's not like
It's an
Santa Claus.
accident.
Yeah, it's an accident.
Yeah, but
Your
you'll be-
hand
Why do you
runs
choke
back.
me out live on camera?
But you'll
It's not
be-
an
I didn't look for it.
what? Oh my god.
I didn't mean to kill you. I was just trying to play.
Whoa.
Personal space.
Right?
No, but I'm saying, but listen, okay, that's great. Yes, money, good.
No,
But
I
you'll
was
be in
saying,
jail
like,
and can't use that money.
And you ain't
I
gonna get
was
it.
saying like.
Wait,
And
I
who's
mean,
how
Tyler's
Tyler
gonna be filthy
Godfrey?
rich. Don't get me wrong.
Anyways, I was thinking like with the life insurance, like the increase every year, you have the option to increase it like a certain percentage every year.
It'll let me know. So yeah, it doesn't.
I figure like with married couples, it's like an extra increase of having to put up with
No,
each
we
other.
All right, sorry.
$30. It's the most expensive will I've ever
That you've never had.
It's $500 will right now. It's great. That's not even for the will. It's just for the subscription to write the will.
Oh wow. Because we were just asking, well, who gets Tyler?
$30 a month so far, just so we can, get the papers and file them. And yeah, we're 2 years.
He's up for grabs. You know,
No, he's not. No, he's not. Our beneficiaries are in.
Tyler, they love you. I swear they love you.
my
Okay.
sister or his brother, whoever.
Well, don't forget, they don't automatically get it. The state of Florida has to say there's no will. What happens to the child? No matter how close family, no matter how much money or whatever, etc. I say.
Save this for your 2 tips.
I already did it like a month ago, so I'm just reminding you for everybody. Pay attention. All right. So what we're talking about, okay, business. I had nothing more to contribute. The same problems and issues is the fact of no more driving that much. I can resolve things as be face to face.
Yep.
Those that do great will do it. Captains of the world. And yeah, recap. Next.
Some differences this year compared to other years.
That was kind of
Basically the same thing.
exclusive.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same. So
Did you achieve your goals this past year? Some of
I
them.
actually got new ones because
Right.
things
Right.
shifted.
I feel
so-
like some priorities
Goals have to
came
shift.
to light and new goals arose. So original goals were accomplished, but that made us realize that we have new goals that we need to accomplish.
2020 was just a freaking curveball all the way around, man.
it was a
Oh,
curveball in a pit of fire with flat soda.
And no toilet paper.
Thank you. But everybody had clean hands. I guess you can wipe your ass with your hands.
And a gasoline can 3 steps away.
How many crickets?
Yeah, no, I think like you said, we had to realize some new goals, but monetary goals we actually hit ours, and I think we're over. I haven't looked super close, so that's good and that's a blessing. But it was a big shift of a lot of things just being thrown at us. Like people all of a sudden, I need a website now.
Now you need me.
That's how it works. I need an e-commerce site now. Like, okay, that's how it works. So, yeah, just the hustle.
Well, Wix can get me up in 10 minutes.
Good, make
No.
a freaking Wix site, and then when you can't get anywhere with it,
I'll charge you double. I'll charge you double. I mean, I'll charge you a raise.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Listen, the people that want Wix sites,
They're not
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
For those kind of things, if it's something simple, basic, and you can manage it, you do you, boo.
yeah.
No, even then, like whatever.
When you get to the level that you're ready for a real website that can be search engine optimized and that you want to own,
Even being a contact form, it looks cleaner when they do it.
But if it's Nana's page that wants to show off her pictures of her pets and whatever,
then-
okay, great. You know, if it's not
Listen, some very big businesses can actually run on Wix. The fact is that when you're done paying them, your website is gone.
Yep.
And probably easier.
You never own it.
Now, are they easier to hack? Does it matter if it's
Kinda.
because it's a bigger platform that anybody can say, if I break into this one, I can get into those as well.
They have the same vulnerabilities across the board.
Exactly,
Is what
yeah.
you were asking, yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. That's the word.
No worries.
Big words.
But
English language.
completely harder to SEO. They're going to be way more limited than your own site because of the fact that Wix doesn't want you to even outrank their own platform.
Right.
So if you get really good at it, they're like,
yeah,
they want their little banner down at the bottom that says developed by Wix. And even when you pay the $30 a month, like I said,
It's still in your coding.
yeah, it's still all in the coding and coding sides that you can't access to SEO that.
Gotcha.
So yeah, there's a lot of
Always limitations.
Yep. Tons of
And once
limitations.
you're a professional, do it like,
do it yourself, or once you're ready to realize that your business is important enough to spend money with a professional. Hi, TBA.
I still look at it as branding. It's
Save that
not-
for your last 2 minutes.
If
Yeah.
you want to start your business like we did for him, it's like, no, I know we need to do this right. We need to go ahead and get you branded. We need to make you a logo.
Yeah.
We need to get you a website. We need to get you
Get those things in place, and yeah,
And people forget about those things.
Yeah. and landing page website is not expensive. Not in the terms of if you were to do a landing page website on Wix or Squarespace or wherever, you're gonna pay $30 a month. End of the year, you're at $360 a year. By the next year, you're at $120 a year. Keep going. Over time, after 3 years, you've paid for what it would have cost you to have us build it, but now you don't own it. Once you stop paying for it, you've got to go somewhere else and pay to get it built. So,
And I get it. Being sometimes a business owner, you try to do everything, but you should. Your job, I believe, as an owner,
focus
is not
on
to do
what you're
everything.
best at. Yeah.
Maybe your role is to be a manager to help oversee things, but you can't be the owner of the restaurant and do the cooking and cleaning and serving and ordering, and that's what you.
I mean,
have
you
to
could,
do.
but you're going to get burned out in the first 10 minutes.
You could, but then you'll. Yes, I'll just. I was going to say something a lot more.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah. So to each their own. But
Yeah.
just saying.
All right. I'm sorry. I read the bottom one completely incorrectly.
Do you have any goals set for the new year, or are you doing your planning this month?
I'm starting. I already started planning actually last month.
Yeah,
So-
we started making shifts all year long that were
I would say like midway through the year, we started realizing like we need to be making some changes, like some shifts. So,
and we've talked about that with you, like company
and
structure
especially
and things
with
like
the
that.
increase for demand of our certain niche of business.
So I think that's hard, at least
So-
with our industry.
A couple of our goals are to hire in key positions.
Mhm.
So
we have to
we
bring a
still
lot of
have-
people in the key positions.
Well, I say being the owner,
so they
not
can
the
be
people
focused
running.
on what they're doing and not having someone do multiple things, just have them focus on what they're really good at.
But I think our goals change monthly, at least with our conversations every
Mhm.
Tuesday. Hey, I really need to focus on this. Hey, this has changed in my life. I need to do this.
Yeah.
I value our little 15
Mhm.
minutes to B&I because that we knock out so much right then and there. It's like, okay.
And that's a good thing about groups like that, because at the same time it brings up a new idea. You're like, oh, I didn't think of that aspect.
No, that's just us.
Not
I
just
would
us,
keep them in the car.
just us on
When they-
15-minute car ride.
Yeah, when they carpool.
Oh, no,
together.
but I'm saying, but even then, exactly. But thinking like that, it brings up something else.
Right.
Even
Right.
between two people, you say, oh my gosh, Patty. I'll drink regardless, but
Yeah, I was like,
so. But
I'm ready. Let's go.
I'm thinking so hard about it. But anyway, I'm just saying, Patty could have been like, oh, yeah, this and that. And if we're sitting chatting for a moment, like, oh my gosh, they gave me a new idea about something that I had not, because you're looking at a different perspective of a certain business or something. So it's still nice. I said, be it a car ride or having a 5-10 minute chat or sitting in a group. Again, always surround yourself around people who want to help you do better
Absolutely.
and see you do better and are willing to challenge you to say, hey, you know what?
This isn't working for you.
It's not working. Hey, WTF, I thought you said X, Y, and Z. So,
But that's it. Is like, I know my words are wrong, but I envision this for you. Like, I think this for
how
you.
am I better at the English language than you?
No, that's how I word to him. Is like, I'm going to take, for example, like, I think you should be doing SEO. I'm just using that example. Like, I know my words are wrong, but this is what I think you should focus on.
And what we got at was I need to be doing the SEO reports for clients because we include it in our thing.
Charging for them.
Yeah, like saying, hey, it's
doing them for free.
It's $2.99 or $300, and we provide you with 5 reports that tell you.
Then instead of doing it quick and giving it to someone fast because they ask for it and it's free, you can actually really get into the analytics and get them.
I can show them screenshots of everything and go, here you go.
And give them like super analyzed details, and then they will feel they got something of value. And we will also feel that we got the value of our time out of it by charging for it.
Yeah, and it's building them up, and they feel
And
they have more knowledge.
they can take that information and do it on their own, or they can pay us to do it.
In all of my proposals, like a pay-per-click proposal, and so in a Google pay-per-click proposal, which is the paid search, when people go and they're searching. So if I'm doing a pay-per-click proposal, I'll include in my proposal to them the keywords and phrases. I'll give them 10 that we believe that their competitors are outranking them for, or 5 that they want to rank for, and 5 that their competitors are outranking them for. And I'll give them a breakdown of, here's the number of clicks that are happening in a 30-day window in whether it's the state or the country based on how far they want to range. And here's the average click cost that it's going for. A lot of people are like, oh, wow, okay. Well, you're saying the click cost is $1.40, but I'm getting them at like $6. Well, here's the reason you're getting them at $6 is because your landing page isn't set up, your page speed is super, super slow, or
So it's really focused on the geographical.
Yeah.
You can actually say, hey, I want to be known well in the Florida region. I don't care about Georgia or Tennessee or whatever. So
I get to narrow it down for them, but I give them all of that information for free, and that's in a proposal. If they don't sign, it's like, okay, I spent 30 minutes, 40 minutes like going through all of this and putting this all together. And now our closing ratio is really, really good because
you bring value to the table saying, this is why I'm worth it.
Right. But yeah, so it's one of those, now putting it all into a report. If somebody said, hey, I want a complete Google report. Okay, cool. It's $99 for the one report, and doing that. So that was
that actually prompted me. When I told you that, I was like, oh my gosh, I should be sending these people weekly reports too. Yep. So they're like, oh, this is what I'm paying you for monthly. Oh yeah, duh.
Yeah, that's one of the.
It just sets off a chain reaction when you get to talk with people about
that give a crap about you and your business.
But yeah, so and on the goals set for the new year, one for us is staffing. The other is for further business organization, of course, that will come along with that. And then we have a bunch for the new year that we've been planning all along, but now this month is we got to finalize in the next couple weeks.
Yeah. She's like,
and she takes a sip.
Yeah. The other thing added is it's that 4 days before the new year.
Hello. Yeah.
All right.
I know.
Tips. Just tip.
That's it.
The tip is, well, and I think this is something that can apply to all of us, really.
No, that's what he said.
Don't distract me.
Trust me, that's what he said. Just tip.
No.
Just tip.
No. That's what she said. That's what he did not do.
that's usually the case.
Exactly. Like, no, I swear. Anyways, so I promise you, I don't sing or dance in the middle. Anyway, so the point being here, this is something that can apply to all of us. Is as far as tips, talk to a professional, please. Your brothers, uncles, nephews, toys removed from the family. I mean, unless that's their field. I don't care how many people do cryptocurrency. I don't care how many people read an article on Fox or CBS or CNN or whatever.
Or day traders or
exactly, or Forex, etc. Whatever.
Whole videos.
Seriously. Actually, no, we cut it all there.
I mean, that's the second view, which is just you.
Yes. But so please talk to a professional, somebody who works within the field. when we have questions about those things, this is what we talk to individuals who know it, because that's their livelihood, that's their life, and that's what they like perhaps as well. So I know some people who maybe work, a regular job. That's fine, you do you. But most people who work 8 to 5 scenario, they get home, don't bother me, talk to me about work. But those who do enjoy it can actually tell you, hey, yeah, let's talk to you about it. And I still get excited about when somebody asks me a question. Oh yeah, let's talk about this, and they say like, man, you really like this. I'm like, yeah, because I'm helping you out, which helps me out too.
For those that don't know, Frack is a financial advisor.
I mean, it goes for all
When it goes for,
Yeah, exactly. So it's just financial education, actually, because you educate people, they have more information to feel better, they trust you better as well, or more. And
I think, and not to put in on, not a
sure.
tip on your business, but a lot of people don't think to check out what their parents have in place.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times a family member is going to pass away, and if there isn't something in place, now that falls on
If your parents
the close family
didn't teach you about financial planning, then chances are they probably don't have the best financial plans
even at
as
this
well.
day and age. Even at this day and age, it feels like a taboo topic.
If you're thinking about it and you're starting to do financial planning, then also ask your parents about it, because they might need some help as well.
Yep. Because if you weren't taught about it, then they didn't have it in place, because they would have taught you about it. They would have told you like, oh, hey, yeah, we have a life insurance policy in place. You should get one too.
Yeah.
Like when you become an adult,
Yeah, well, that's the old adage of, the rich stay richer and the poor stay poor.
Mm-hmm.
Because why? Because the rich talk to each other, and
they teach their kids.
Exactly, and the poor, perhaps don't know the resources of the means, or are not willing to share.
And it's all there. It's just not being shared.
Exactly. So I like to share.
Do you?
Just a tip.
Tips. Let's share tips.
Multiple.
For services you provide.
Well, because I was just gonna say, we as humans are lazy.
Mhm.
We as humans don't want to run updates because it's non-conducive to our life.
Don't take 30 minutes.
Well, and you probably keep seeing it. I get a pop-up that says your machine needs to reboot.
This bitch points at my screen and says update in the top right corner.
She's getting the same pop-ups right
Google
now.
Chrome, and I'm like,
so right now, from the big screen and everything, I've been sideballing her the whole time. I see this thing of what? She's like, click, boom, click, and she.
Yes. So that's a service I provide. Is in the background. I force your updates.
Oh,
when they're compatible.
When they're compatible. So there are days that you are going to get a message that says, hey, you need to upgrade to Windows 10. No, I wait till it's safe and it works properly and it doesn't have any errors before we push the updates. And then we reboot after hours.
Or maybe you're running a software that is incompatible with the update.
Yeah.
So, yes, that's a service I provide. And we also keep you free from malware and viruses and things like that. Because I force those updates and those scans and things like that.
Yeah, it keeps coming into play behind your head. Our clock.
I keep seeing the clock. That's awesome. They say, what is
that?
It's the Christmas clock.
Yes. So I get the emails of if your machine is in jeopardy, and I'm usually on the phone. Hey, could you let me remote in for like 20 minutes so I can fix whatever the heck is going on? So I have that. You are a name and you are not a PC number. I actually give a crap. I do personally call. Microsoft is not calling you.
Nah, he
Yeah.
I'm not saying
this is Bill Gates.
for this. So.
There's a new one that's Amazon.
Yes.
Hackers were saying they're calling from Amazon.
Yes.
I will tell you about your Akalaland. Oh my God, it's in jeopardy?
So manage IT, SFL.biz.
Thank you.
You're paying for marketing.
For marketing,
you guys cut me off, so he was jumping in
Yep.
front of you.
I think when people are trying to manage cost or save money and not spend a lot, they don't realize that if maybe you spent a little more, you're going to get tenfold the return versus spending this very tiny budget. You're not going to see hardly any return because it's the bare minimum of what we can do versus if you spent just 10% more, you could get a lot more return. You could get measurable return.
So mine is actually the opposite. It is cheaper to pay me monthly than to pay me to not only recover
Sure.
your damn data.
Yeah.
And then
Yes. With
fix
you, it's like
everything.
damage control. You gotta go in
It's
and fix it.
preventive.
Right. So for
I'm saying from
Right.
a marketing standpoint.
Right.
I guess with web design, it would be the same. Pay to have a well put together website with secure hosting versus you had a website with someone else that wasn't secure, or you built it yourself, and then the file system is lost, or
Corrupt,
you forgot
or-
to pay for your hosting and now everything is gone.
or you update plugins and it breaks the
Or you update
website and somebody yells at
and
you.
then you get billed.
I
You
mean,
didn't get
so
billed,
then
but
you
would have
have
got
to-
billed $125 an hour to get it fixed.
That number's rather
So we
specific,
had
but all
someone
right.
mention that to us the other day about why should we host with you when we could just go to GoDaddy and get it for cheaper?
Mhm.
Well,
I went through the list.
yes.
I went through the
There's
list.
a lot
Again,
of reasons.
As the old adage goes, you get what you
Yeah.
pay for.
And I went through with
And it will cost you the same, if not less, to host with us versus if something were to happen on that shared server,
Honey,
shared
the
hosting
one-
back.
not gonna move things.
the cost of time that your website is going to be down and the sales that you're going to lose during your downtime, in addition to us having to come in there and recover it all and fix it and get your site back up.
Right.
So
For,
it's
for those who can see over
value.
here,
Value.
value it brings a lot of wealth in. So, but for those
Instead
who
of doing it cheap, don't look for the cost, look for the value associated with those
Right.
costs.
in the absence of value, money will always be an issue.
Yes.
So if there's no absence of value, you bring value. They're like saying, "Take my money."
Exactly,
You're gonna
right.
make, you say
You will get that money back. tenfold.
Yeah, you're gonna make me that report, and it's measurable. I can
Right.
see the results from this.
Right.
Therefore, I know it's a good thing. So there's a value in that.
On my
And this
two
is not a
tips-
mouse, by the way. This is
I
not a
already
mouse.
gave you your
Come on over. No, you didn't. You gave yours. My two tips. One is planning. Planning. Start planning. It's best if you have quarterly goals. If you have to start with a monthly goal, start with a monthly goal, but you should be planning a monthly goal, quarterly goal, biannual goal, and an annual goal. And those are sales goals. Those are steps of your business that you need to take to acquire customers, finding the right niche of customers. So figuring out where your business
Everyone
lies.
is not your customer.
Everybody is not your customer. No, don't start
I hate when
discounting.
someone says,
Don't start discounting
"Everyone's my
your
customer." No, they're not.
don't discount your prices to pick up somebody. You have to. Your price is your price, and find your niche market of where
If
you.
you're the
Don't trip over dollars
if
to
you're
pick
the
up
cheap
pennies.
person, that's fine. Be the cheap person, but don't expect for someone looking for the Mac Daddy service to come to you.
Yeah.
If you're a Mac Daddy service, don't discount your service to get
So that's something that
the
we're
people
learning.
looking for the
We
best
have small clients, medium clients, large clients, and our niche of what we do is now falling in that medium to large space.
Yeah.
The small clients are picking up one specific item, so they want Facebook ads, or they have no social media presence and they want social media presence. They don't care so much. Now, Facebook ads is going to run in conjunction with that, at least in our ballpark.
We
But
do have one client that has a presence and they basically have enough business.
Yeah.
They just need that social media
they
presence.
just need the brand
Yeah.
presence.
There you go. Yeah.
So someone goes online to their Facebook page, they're active versus
That is where we're assigning.
Okay. So like I said, so having a plan for that. So say
You have a
results and
plan.
everything else.
Have a plan. Definitely have
know
a
your
plan.
customer.
Start planning for your new year and do that. But have a plan in place on that. I think is one of the biggest tips. And then the second one is that for yourself, don't always say yes. Don't always
That's a tip for
Always say
myself.
That's a tip for myself.
That's a tip for what?
But yeah, don't be the yes man. Just don't set your schedule. Have a schedule.
Don't
And make
stack
sure
your
that
week
and
meetings
just don't
and have
stack.
no time for work.
Yeah, just don't.
Respect your own time.
Yes, and one of the toughest things is it's hard to tell, especially friends or friends that are clients. It's very tough to say,
No.
hey, or to tell anybody, hey, I can't do that right now for fear that they might go elsewhere, and then you lose that money and it's income that this is your livelihood, your bank accounts, and this is your family. So it's like it's very tough to say, I can't do that right now. You got to be realistic with those
I think a
deadlines.
way to put that is not, hey, I'm busy, like more as in, if I meet with you, then that's time that I have to take away from getting work done on your project, your what it is, your marketing, your website
Oh,
build.
shit.
Yeah, please don't die.
We are on very
That's why you did
strict timelines.
Yeah, exactly.
Scheduling and planning is basically where I'm at.
She's
Set-
taller than
don't
him, and
trip.
she almost tripped on that.
So scheduling and planning, that's one of the biggest things that trying to
Look,
get
it's a hand.
I know, like what's happening in there?
Ooh, wait. So, wait. I am now Frick.
Nope. Oh, you're talking too much.
Are we moving? Are we gonna do these, or are we gonna hold off on those the next slide?
What? Yeah, no, fine, block down.
Well, listen to me. The would you rather and the random question. Like I said,
Yeah,
I mean,
those
something
we're doing. It's Brooks.
oh, come on.
She's on the Christmas slide. The grayed out slide. She's on that one.
Yeah, but when you're on it, it doesn't grade out.
Yeah, whatever.
Just don't click on.
The green slide.
So okay, so now that's would you rather.
We
So
gotta
okay,
have.
That's
we gotta
not
have
way.
who?
That's the.
Why?
cool.
She's working.
Hey, see, you guys are doing stuff and she's working. So
Yeah, she won't
it's
be
called a
working.
business. It runs for you. So
If
actually,
she's here and we're doing this, she ain't gonna be working.
yeah, you jump in. Hi, friend. I kind of picture her saying that in my mind. We love you, Destiny.
Came to
We
the
love
show
you.
last night. Her and David.
So okay, so
Insecurity.
I'll start. I'll start with my would you rather, and then we'll start
Yeah.
answering. And then
Yeah.
she can yell back. So all right. So would you rather have to drink or eat something you don't like for breakfast or for a week straight?
For a week straight. I edited it slightly.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I was like
Drink or eat.
something. Oh, something you don't like for breakfast for a week straight. We got to work on your punctuation. So
It was done in 12 seconds.
yeah, still that doesn't.
The
mean-
entire
no
show was
excuse.
programmed in 12 seconds.
I'm gonna go with I'd rather have something to drink that I don't like. One,
I already do. It's called Boost.
you don't drink it.
You're
Last week I had to drink it for a week straight.
You drink it twice.
Not a fan.
Anyways, where was it?
Okay.
I would rather have to drink something I don't like, because
Yeah.
if I had to choose something I didn't like, then that taste is like in your teeth, on your tongue. Like it can be a texture thing that you don't like.
Right.
So drink is easy.
Yeah,
You can chug it and-
boom,
Would you rather have to drink or eat something you don't like for a
For
week
breakfast,
straight?
every day.
Drink because I can plug my nose and let it go.
I'm going with drink as well. Yeah, I mean, the explanation was along the same lines for me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I'm going, if it's eating, it's just I'm just like, okay, I can at least enjoy this, and drink is just poof, take a shot. So,
It's,
Same.
Cheers.
oh
I keep wanting to make coffee
Rona water.
to have when people come over.
I was going to ask you to make some, just
All right.
there wasn't enough time today.
So go ahead and we'll jump back to you, Frick.
Would you rather wake up on Christmas to no family or no friends?
Why are you being so mean?
Well, I mean, I was just.
No friends. No offense.
No, yeah, that was
No, this is not friends. Exactly. This is not friends that are family. Like, I'm not going to see the majority of my friends. They're going to be on Facebook going, Merry Christmas, everybody.
They're sending you damn group texts.
Yeah, and they're all that's all acquaintances. That's
Yeah.
not like it's not like 5 close friends that I have. Which are not friends, they're family.
Cheating on us?
So yeah. But no
Yeah.
family. I definitely don't ever want to wake up on Christmas with no family.
That would be terrible.
No, I've done it before.
Yeah.
I was living further away, but even then, we understand that if distance is keeping you apart, obviously, if people who are in our armed
Well, I
forces.
meant like rapture type. No, like.
Yeah, I've never.
in that case, if it's rapture apocalyptic stuff, then maybe I have to go with no family. Okay.
Then I don't have to worry about saving them.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You see, a friend is like,
Take in there.
Family, I have to figure out which ones have guns. Who had the most ammo? That's what I really got to
I know the 2 houses I'm going to stay
Yeah,
at.
exactly. I know where I'm going. I know which direction I have to move myself to get where I need to go.
right. So, no, but if it's apocalyptic kind of stuff, if it's still, I get it. Yeah, probably no friends. I'd rather family. It's
Yep.
something you go through. So
Gotta get to B and J. Gotta get to Chris. Gotta get to you. From there, I gotta get over.
I was like, wouldn't you go to
I gotta go Destiny.
Chris's?
Gotta get to
And then,
Chris's, then B and J. Well, first E, Chris, B and J.
Maybe Nick. Or
Jared. Jared would be the next closest. So Jared, and we got to get over to Desi and David.
yeah.
And
So
then,
I'm following the same route because apparently they have the guns.
once we get to Desi and David, then we got to get over to Nick.
So my truck is bigger.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
That's what you said. You
100%.
first because you need to get
Oh,
around.
that's okay. We already had this discussion about getting an ammo backpack because he's got an ammo case. And I'm like, the reason you backstock your ammo is in case, what if something happens and I need to get my guns and a stockpile of ammo and hit the road, like get out of here.
You gonna run out with your ammo cans?
Yeah, I'm like, you're gonna be carrying like a jug of ammo? No, you want a backpack to
You
put
gotta have-
on and just get the fuck out.
But why the word jug?
Cause
Can? I don't know. It's like a case. It looks like a fish and
nice
tackle
jugs,
box.
nice cans. It's all the same.
It looks like a fish and tackle box, but it's for
Yeah,
ammo.
It's a backpack for ammo.
And
that
I'm
you
like,
throw 5
are you
bullets.
just gonna grab the little? It has like a tiny little handle.
Yeah,
on it. Are you
like
gonna like run around with it and try? No, you need a backpack.
Yeah.
It's a little Paris Hilton bag.
So I have that, and then while we were at, we went to,
It's
not. It needs to be on our list.
An ammo backpack.
and then we went to when we went to Destiny and David's the other day. David has both of his. He's got 2 or 3 vests.
Yeah.
One is
It's a
yeah,
clip,
with
magazines.
everything, with all his clips, all his everything.
Nice.
It's badass, and he's got a riot gear helmet too, but with super cool scoop on it.
Oh, but yeah, no,
He's an army.
I
So
I think we were zooming one day, and he was sitting in the back like playing
Yeah.
playing Xbox, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, what are you doing?
Whoa. But yeah, he so when we went over, like he's got a couple vests, and he's like, yeah, here's the first one. This is basically Destiny's. Here's my one that I do when I'm working just undercover stuff or working Ebor, the white one. He's like, and then here's basically like my ruck. Here's my one that I carried for 5 years in the army, and I was like, oh, he's like, yeah, he goes that was on my back every day for for however long, and I'm just like, okay, I don't want that one because I won't be able to help anybody.
You also have to have that kind of stuff so you can get used, like wear it around the house, wear it like.
And he
go
said
walk
that
around
like,
the neighborhood.
that one, he goes, that will
Get used
stop.
to it.
He goes, that'll stop a bullet from every gun I have. And he's got some badass guns. He goes, that'll stop a bullet from every gun I have. The other 2 will stop your
I'm not
knives
saying it's not going to take
Yeah,
your breath
stuff
away.
like that.
But
Yeah.
it's not the bullet.
Right. And that's basically what he said. So I was like, ooh, okay, so that's also got to go on the list. Not that you would. The whole point is not that you should ever want to have that. It's that the what if.
Yeah.
And
Stuff happens.
you
need to be able
never
to-
have to think about that. But
Throw
when
it
you
on,
look
yeah.
at other countries and stuff like that,
Oh, that's a constant daily thing, even if it's even available to them.
that's crazy.
So
and that's-
unfortunately, but
Yeah, and I hope that never ever comes to that. But
Yeah.
but I do have my zombie apocalypse COVID vaccine
Ralph.
getaway route.
All right, so Patty, how about a better topic
All
now?
right, so on Christmas morning, would you rather drink mimosas and eat cinnamon rolls? Or would you like a more traditional breakfast, bacon, eggs, and milk?
She's just trying to figure out what to make for Christmas morning.
So allergic to cinnamon, so eggs, bacon, and milk,
What?
please.
I'm just saying, like,
Even if not,
something light. Would you like to have a drink and something sweet and sugary, like a cheater breakfast? Or you want, like, a
Maybe-
real, like, sit down, like...
Can I have eggs, bacon, and mimosas? Because that's what I'm going to have. But
You cooking?
you always make breakfast on Christmas morning.
was that a tradition or something?
It was your.
But you know what? Maybe because I didn't grow up in a traditional, North American kind of like Christmas kind of style. I love that. Seeing like the tree, the people wearing like pants like these, wool, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh look, bacon and eggs, and I'm going like. Yes. So yes, I'm not a
We
complete
usually do
Grinch.
pancakes.
Yeah, my
Oh no,
So-
waffles! Oh my god,
We always did, like...
my
We didn't have mimosas, but we always did, like, a sugary breakfast, like muffins or cookies or...
Interesting.
So-
cinnamon roll.
back in the day, Uncle Mike and Aunt Sue always bought my family, my mom's side of the family.
By the way, I'm Team Mimosa. Just wondering.
we
We know who made the question.
I like bacon and milk.
Wait,
But so we'll just end up having both, which is fantastic.
Me and Tyler will eat muffins. He'll have some milk with daddy. I'll have mimosas. You can share
Are you
some
kidding me? You're
mimosas.
somebody to frozen
Yeah,
waffle.
Like, we're just going to have all of it.
She teases me so often. Story of my life. Welcome to being married. But she teases me so often with like 3 pieces of bacon. It's like, bitch, make whole pack of bacon. You know what I mean? 3 pieces, like the first bite's like, I want some more of that. The second one, I'm like,
I got to savor this because
We're running out already.
I got one more piece after this. It's like,
Well, if you cut them in half, you'll have 6 pieces.
yeah.
I do cut them in half so they fit in the.
She does that story. Spoiled because it's made for me.
6. So
No,
you just feel like you have 12.
It's 3 pieces, but they're cut in half, so it's 6 small.
It's already like 6.
Take me to Fred's and they just need to bring out another pan.
No, can we go to,
I
like,
know.
First
Yeah, I know.
Watch?
We don't have to talk about it.
Ooh,
First watch isn't a buffet. They give you an okay amount of food.
Yeah.
I want a lot of food.
Compared to what we're used to.
And I respect
It's similar to Fred's, where I can go get a lot of
Compared
food.
to the traditional like mom and pop breakfast place, First Watch is not going to give you a giant portion.
Because they're it's all about portions.
Well, they're a chain. They're not a
What's
mom
the
and
one
pop.
that's here in the
yeah.
corner? That food was okay.
That's Joshua's.
Josh
It
was
was
good.
okay.
It's just
The egg
that's
station's decent.
But they give you a big portion. They give you.
we've been to Egg Station one time, but we didn't eat.
I can't say much about the habits of food and things because
I
yesterday I
think
had $12 worth of Taco Bell.
Right, yeah. Listen, Friday
I
night.
feel like
Friday night, I wish we would have $12 for Taco Bell.
I feel like breakfast places, I can't really eat much at. So at First Watch, there's more options.
No, I know
Right.
that
So,
because of your.
That's
I like to go there.
That's good. That is different.
I
I've
like
been
your
there
coffee.
once, but I don't want to go there again.
Well, dietary restrictions aside, that we understand, obviously.
Eggs, bacon, mimosas. Got it. Vacation in the mountains or vacation at the beach?
Beach.
Mountains. I live at the beach.
Sorry, bro.
Technically.
I'll see it. Well,
Sorry, buddy.
I
when
don't
y'all
like
get cold,
the
you come over to
sun.
the beach and hang out.
You're on your own on that one just because I really.
I don't have to vacation at the beach because I can just go there whenever I want.
And my truck can do the mountains just fine, thanks.
Mountain.
Put that in 4-wheel
I
drive,
only
let's
get
go.
to go to on rare occasions. So.
I like it. I mean, don't get me wrong.
And
I-
I've been dying. I know I've mentioned it like almost every show, but I want to go to Colorado. So.
Okay.
And then remember, I said, I mean, I've vacationed in mountains before, at the Rockies, out in Pennsylvania, out in Utah, and it's great. But I would rather have something more where I can go, okay, cool, I don't have to worry about clothing.
Sure.
Just saying.
You have hotel rooms for no clothing.
Yeah, but I don't want to be in a hotel room.
Not when we're all hanging out, he doesn't.
Valid.
Hey, we were in.
Till 2 in the morning, we're like, fuck
It
it,
wasn't snowing. It was
Oh,
Park
whatever.
City. When we went to Park City, it was snowing and we were in the hot tub.
Yeah,
There
well,
were minimal clothes involved.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's it. Well, that's
I
it.
mean,
But you can't walk
it
in a
was
hot
good
tub all the
stuff.
way around town. So
I mean, you could, but you might get arrested.
I don't want hypothermia either. So
No, but it was beautiful.
It was fun though.
I wanted to go to
Like,
Park City again too. That was amazing.
Yeah.
I like that.
It was gorgeous.
It was
it's a very small town feel.
Just a small town.
with the pictures you guys had, it was a Hallmark, set
It is.
set location.
It is
It
a Hallmark
was.
city. It's a Hallmark
is.
town, 100%.
For those who don't know, if around this, anything after July, apparently, you start watching Hallmark Channel, any kind of Christmas style movie, all those little
Park
tiny
City,
cities, that's what it could look like. Like Hallmark little set scenarios. Like we don't have to build a place; it's already old.
Yeah,
So
it was great.
It's gorgeous.
It was great. So Park City, for those who have never been, was amazing.
Yeah.
Random life questions.
let's go.
Didn't write this, but I like it. What is something you'd like to accomplish in your personal life in the new year?
I would like to be more consistent on my exercising.
Concur.
Ding ding.
Because I do exercise, just not as often and not as consistently. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just-
I don't exercise, and I would like to at least exercise 3 days a week.
I feel
It's
like
got to go away by next Christmas.
I am,
That's why I sit like this a lot.
and
On
I
our
keep
shows.
myself like I eat
A
well,
lot of people
and
don't notice
I
that, but this is one.
camera angle.
yeah, I eat well, and I do make time to work out, but not
So it's
always
not-
consistently, and not always the style of workouts I want to do because I'm just doing them to get a workout in and to maximize my time. Yeah.
That's
So-
the deal.
And by the way,
I feel
anybody
like
in
that
chat
maybe
room, do
needs
not
some
ever
help.
bother Patty in the middle of a workout.
Mm-mm.
You will
It's a
get
bad
a
idea.
death stare I mean, like if eyes were knives, I got stabbed multiple.
Listen, she sits and texts on her workouts anyways.
No, that's okay, but that's her
She'll
doing
be
that.
running and then she slows
Just
down.
I'm asking
and
questions.
she's
That's all
like,
I'm saying.
and then get back up.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
This is all the time. No,
No, that doesn't make it.
I was like, if you were watching me last night, it was
No,
because
it's all the
I
time.
was texting Mike about a side.
That's all the time. There's,
The moral of the story is just don't bother her. Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me.
she should just
Looks
put her
good.
phone away and work out if that's what she wants to do.
Yeah, but if I waited to message him, I'd be messaging him at 1 o'clock in the
It's
morning.
every time. Every time.
So why
Well,
not?
listen, the guy right now is trying to get a workout in versus the person who is doing the workout and can't say much right now. I'm just saying.
So
Oh, I can say a lot about the money that's in that bank account.
That's what we're talking about.
Because I'm getting fatter, and so is my bank account. Because I'm sitting at home, because I'm sitting there working.
Okay. Oh, so hang out like some weight things.
Because I can't not tell people yes. I won't get that done right now.
I get it, but take a bag of like frozen peas, hang it from your,
We
like,
used
your
to
leg,
do.
and lift your legs up.
No, we used to do it every hour on the hour. The alarm would go off, and then I got annoyed at the sound.
You got a new sound then.
It was interrupting me while I was coding websites. Stupid alarm going off.
And it's hard for me to get focused into, like, there's days where I'm not doing blog work, but on days that I'm writing, getting up every hour is annoying because I can't get
That's what our
focused.
process is.
Yeah, get it.
And
in
there's,
schedule, setting
like-
up days.
And it's like the days that he's coding websites, he's in the zone, and it's like the opposite days that I'm writing blogs. So if we try to do those every hour things, he's either all for it and it's like, come on, get up. And I'm like, I'm working.
How about you?
And then-
Right.
So I start my days off really well with eating very clean and healthy, and then I fall off the bandwagon every day, it seems like. So yeah, exactly. That's my.
Hey, coffee is healthy.
Weeks without
Yeah, it's healthy, but once you
It's-
stop drinking coffee, it makes you want to just eat whatever to kind of fill.
The other gaps.
Yeah.
So I can totally do no coffee, like
No,
weeks at
I'm
a-
not talking about. I'm talking about going out to
I
Chick-fil-A.
don't want to see you without coffee for weeks on
Going
end.
out to the fast food places and stuff like that.
Well, even then, there are healthy alternatives there. Like when I go to Chick-fil-A, when I eat the breakfast, I take the egg, the chicken, and the cheese off, and I just eat that. I don't eat the bread. Well, I'm just, but I start because I don't have time to make it at home.
Touche.
I like their market salad. The strawberry,
Yes,
Grilled
yes, I was like
chicken,
which one? Yes,
blueberry.
yes.
So
But I can't get it around Tyler because he'll eat all my blueberries.
I can't say much though. I mean, I'm joking around obviously, but I can't say much on that because I'm one of those people who are fortunately naturally blessed to have a well enough metabolism that, again, like you said, I admit it, I ate $12 worth of Taco Bell by myself, and
And he hasn't got up to go to the bathroom here yet. We're a little disturbed.
Oh, my coffee was like, okay, guys.
oh, that's something. Yeah, if I drank that, something, I would have been in the show.
Thankfully, he didn't order $12 worth of bean burritos. Would be wrong.
I'd be doing the show from my house still. Be like,
I remember when we did that before
Hey.
our flight.
Yeah,
We're genius.
yeah, we're genius.
oh.
Now we just slept, so
Yeah.
if we tooted
We
it.
were on
We tooted in
standby.
our sleeps, it doesn't matter. It
We
didn't,
were
that
on
didn't happen.
standby. We didn't know if we would actually get a flight.
Yeah, that's true. That sucked.
I know, but our section's really clear
It
now.
didn't really suck. It was whatever.
It was nice that we didn't have to pay for our flight.
Yeah, I didn't have to, and we didn't have a
We flew
kid, so
standby.
I mean, we were just.
And we didn't have to pay because it was like companion tickets or whatever. Like
Like
the
prior
free
was a
companion.
blast. We got stuck in Vegas.
Oh, yeah, the dinner companions. We had spent all day at the airport, and
That
we didn't
part
get our
sucked.
flight because
That part
they were full.
Now we had to book a
they're like,
hotel last minute.
Your baggage went because we thought you might get a flight.
You ain't got no clothes.
So
No,
yeah,
nothing.
our luggage,
All your stuff
Little
is.
backpack thing.
Yeah, we got our backpack. That's it.
but all our
Ooh.
toiletries and
Everything. We had to go hit the Walgreens and yeah.
There
So,
you go again with updating things.
so anyways, yeah.
So, yeah,
I'm in.
so
I'm in that
I-
same boat.
Yeah, so I think most people, and I think it's a big goal for almost everybody, and we can all relate to this.
Here we go. New year, new me. Gotta work out.
Well, but at least for me, I can say it's a step ahead. Where it's more
Yeah.
consistent. So
Right.
I already am just doing it a little bit better. I like going
And
for
I feel like
No.
better quality workouts instead of like right now I like run, do the stair stepper thing,
Yeah.
but I'd like to actually get into like strength building.
back where that was.
And same thing with food, getting perhaps more consistent at, a better habit perhaps of some things, be more, because I get it. Once in a while you're out, you gotta get stuff.
Once in a while, every day during the week, there's a freaking game.
Yeah.
Every day during the week, I'm doing a service call. Like unless I pack my lunch for the whole week and keep it in my truck, I will never remember.
You get to learn to love salads.
So maybe my question will tie into what's a tradition you would like to start? Maybe a tradition of
Meal prepping.
Yeah, getting on that meal prep.
Well, okay. So the fat ass in me, the meal prep is not enough for one sitting.
Right.
Because I typically won't eat lunch or I won't eat dinner, so
That's your
Double up on
your bulk meal at 3 o'clock to load up for the rest of the day.
And then you have Kevin, which eats 3 suppers in one sitting. People don't believe me, but the man's hungry. Feed him. So
Good job, buddy.
I'm still hungry. So then you find crap in the house because you've eaten all your wonderful meal prep, and I'm still freaking hungry. I know.
No answers. Yeah, no answers.
He's a guy named Jerome. He does meals.
Well, he's who I'm referring to. I did try the meal prep and I was still hungry. No offense, Jerome, because your food's amazing.
No, food's amazing. It's a portion controlled meal prep. So
it's getting into a habit of. And I'm horrible also.
Ease meal prep, not normal petite tiny people that freaking have great metabolism.
Please get insulting me. Go on.
Go on with my tiny metabolism.
That's actually a problem that all nutritionists talk about, though, is the fact that we have to get, I think, into a better habit of having a meal more consistently throughout the days. Because if you do that, you don't eat that one big meal, then you don't crash afterwards.
Correct.
And then you're not trying to crave
not enough hours in the day. And that's what my.
So what now somebody out there, please change the hours of the day.
Have issues with yes, let me remote in and do that. Let me remote in and do that, and I don't.
And then by noon, you're like,
yeah. Or my mom, bless her, thank God for my mom. She'll bring me food, but I'm like, I shouldn't be eating this grease monkey freaking food. But
this one is, what do you want? Because if she doesn't ask me,
well, and that's the thing is she doesn't want to.
And then he gets angry and irritable.
Because anybody that doesn't eat gets angry.
We get hangry.
Listen, I consider myself lucky to be able to get hangry, okay? Thank goodness for that. But at the same time, I understand. You start getting unfocused. You start getting irritated easily. And then you start losing track of things. And all of a sudden,
I get really mean if I don't eat.
Just when you don't?
Just
when I don't eat.
Okay, I'm at
That's right. I can't do much, but I can't really say anything.
100%, we got to hustle.
All right.
My battery's at 24%.
Oh, when you plug in?
Chamber. Because it wasn't, because we went, because it's 1 o'clock now.
Yeah.
You can look at my screen.
Hey, we're making good time. We didn't start till like 11:30.
Oh, well, you
And she needs to plug into your, she's got to plug into your audio.
All right. Traditions.
Your question, not mine.
No, Frack.
That's my question.
Oh.
What tradition? I was talking about what tradition you would like to start. So.
What's your question? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I missed that.
Listen, the more tabs you have open and keep playing, the more your battery's going to die. Stop doing updates.
I'm not. What tradition would you like to start? I don't know. I don't like.
I think of 2.
I have now. We've already started, obviously, one with our Christmas decorating. That's going to start right around that Halloween ish.
November.
Done. Boom, done. Up and ready to go. But I really would like to have a friend's Christmas party, even if it's a small one.
Yes.
Even if it's a small group.
I forget about that because we used to have those. We had
a couple friends that did different Christmas parties, and I missed that. I would like to do that. This house now would put us at our typical 10 to 12 people, like we do with our family. When we build our house, we can have a nice big one.
When family's over, not everyone is driving.
Well, not everyone, which is totally fun, but not everybody is.
No, I'm saying when friends come over, we'd all be having some drinks. And
but we get it. Yeah,
this is a small space, so.
But we have the outside. So, I would like to have a friend's Christmas party. I think that would be a lot of fun. Something that I would like to start.
You're still thinking I got something.
Well, I mean, go ahead by all means, but I just like to continue on. Not only that, because you guys have become family over the past couple of years. I think that'd be great, but I've gotten away from waking my kids up at 10:30 at night and doing coffee runs, and I need to start that again because that's something my kids actually look forward to.
No, you need to let them sleep. They got me up at 6.
No.
But there's no peace on earth.
Maybe not 10:30, but
still,
when they go to bed or after school, go get coffee.
They have basketball. So one has basketball, the other one, and then
maybe on the way home for basketball.
Pick me up.
the coffee runs with the kids in general.
Well, I have to be with them because we listen to mom's music and we get really obnoxious listening to, Rick Ross and whatever. Whatever. Let me clear my throat. I don't know. Shit. But it's just, I really enjoy that with my kids.
I was going a little bit more non-traditional with my tradition, but I'd like to make it more of a tradition that of every year trying to at least contact people that I know twice a year at least. Because I know people I have on my phone. I know people even on Facebook or other sources, and I'm going I feel like okay, I might see an update here and there randomly.
If Facebook allows it in the queue or whatever, whatever the algorithm says.
I remember seeing something like that on Facebook saying
really?
If you go through and make sure if you're not seeing the people that you want to see more of on Facebook, you're not seeing their status updates. Make sure to go through your friends list and just
open a tab and
click
something
or like some of their photos, leave a comment, send them a message, and that helps put them back into your algorithm.
But even outside of that, there's people I have on my phone that I may not be Facebook friends with, or something like that. But I want to make it a better habit of me being more conscious of myself, reaching out to people, saying hello. Hey, how are you doing? I remember I reached out a couple of weeks ago to a buddy of mine whom I hadn't got a chance to talk to in a while, and we had a random talk at 11:30 at night. And he sent me a message the next day. He's like, "Hey man, I really needed that. Thanks so much." Something like that could just really. I haven't talked to him in over 6 months, and I'm like, "That's awesome."
So that's so funny. This morning, I sent a text to this person. I have not talked to her since December 20th of 2019. I just said, "Hey, hope all is well. I've had you guys on my mind a lot this past week." So it's just, I love that. Yes.
In a second.
Yes.
If her battery dies, we can plug her. We can plug
her sound
over in here.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, so Patty, go with yours.
If you could spend a week at Christmas time anywhere, where would you go? It doesn't have to be Christmas.
Could be with or without family.
So December.
With or without family, or
December-ish?
Any vacation anywhere. Just at Christmassy.
Week before, week after.
You know what?
Week of
Norway.
Interesting.
It's really cold there, just saying.
Well, if it's Christmas environment, I want
to be at the beach, but now he's like, we don't want to know.
Hey. I say it. I didn't say all the time. That's not vacation. Just a week hanging out.
Sure.
Which is vacation technically, I guess.
Michigan?
I want to go home. Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, recently, right now?
No.
I want to leave. I
got 20%.
No, Christmas time.
If I could get all of my family to scoop up, or those that are going to come spend time with us to scoop up and go to Auburn, I would love that because we have family up there that we could get to. But if not, I want to go somewhere with snow.
I want to go somewhere with snow. That was kind of my.
Snow is Christmas to me. It's very hard, and I've done an incredible job of getting my mind wrapped around Florida Christmas, because Christmas to me is a season. It's snow.
We had drizzle outside, so
it's
technically wet.
That was snow.
It was 50 degrees and it rained today, so
it's a form of snow.
Yeah,
there you go.
50 degrees and it's misting.
Yeah, I would want to.
It's really heavy fog.
It's only 61 right now.
I would love to. I'd love to go someplace with snow. I don't know that I have anywhere that's picked out that is specific. This would have to be the place.
We should go to Lithuania.
I would love to have a cabin.
Yeah, we went to Tennessee on vacation and stayed in a cabin, and it snowed, and it was awesome. So.
And I think you're double dipping on your question, Wack.
Yeah.
No, mine is on the other side. What is something you'd like to accomplish in your business for the new year?
I want to have more consistency of my growth as far as people working alongside with me, because I know that I was talking this morning with one of my senior VPs. Whom you guys know, Rich, and I realized that working my schedule, something we talked about as well, just right now earlier in the show, that by fixing my schedule, I can get to a lot more goals of mine because I've now respected my time. So therefore, I can hit more things, so I can front load, get things done. So that way, my Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm more focused on getting the work done from the things that I've set up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right. Yep.
So I want to get more consistency on that, because that's going to naturally help solve a lot of problems by taking that one step right there. So consistency is key in a lot of what we do as a business owner in our own lives. So
for mine, it's hiring the key positions. We got to bring in the key positions and become managers instead of
that was my thing. Is
instead of working.
Be a better manager rather than trying to do so much myself.
We've hit those growth
Steal
spurts.
your employee.
Yes. Well, we've hit that growth spurt to where it's time for us to not be the employees. It's time for us to bring on the staff. And that will mean, yes, that we make less money, but the clients that we have in place right now,
But more growth.
our current clients, our smaller clients can pay those employees, our larger clients can pay our salaries.
Right.
So we're covered there as long as we do the work for our larger clients. And I bring on the key people, we bring on the key people that can run the smaller clients. We can bring on more and more and grow into an agency.
There you go. How about you, Frick?
Well, I've actually been implementing something Wack told me 2 weeks ago is stop scheduling appointments the same day. And I've been really bad about that, like stopping what I was doing to accommodate somebody. No, I have a life, and I actually stopped answering text messages after hours too.
Good. Yeah,
That's a huge, and that's why I just commented to you. Is like I schedule those answers. You send me a text at 8, 9 o'clock at night. Well, you're an idiot, and you're not going to get a response until 8 a.m. Because
fair enough.
I saw it, but I'm not going to give you my time to actually respond to you and have a whole conversation right now.
Yeah, I don't want people to know, hey, I'm accessible at 8 o'clock at night, because a lot of people, for us,
And
especially we're working at night, and it's
When
like
people
that's when I
send
can interrupt
me
you.
work messages on my Facebook. I hate it.
That's why I don't answer them.
I hate it.
Yeah, she turned off her message. Well, on her page, she turned off the messenger saying like,
Yeah, I
And
don't get the pop-up notifications when someone messaged me. I have to go check the messenger to see if I have a message, because I
And
don't
it's
want.
funny.
If I have messages on Facebook, they should be friendship messages or general life stuff, not.
yeah, I have a couple
Business.
clients that message
If
her like,
you have
hey,
a business question, text me or email me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't message my personal Facebook page.
Yep.
it looks now Facebook, because I always have it open in a tab, says I'm logged in.
Right.
But I'm not.
Like I
Yeah.
always have
It's just
Facebook
there.
It's open in a tab, but it's in a closed
And
tab with just the logo on the
Facebook.
side, so I don't see any of that crap. Like, not until I click
running
those.
ads or posting or scheduling, and it's.
We want to run through these trending topics real quick.
Sure.
Real quick, go.
So this is cute to me. Lakeland Fire Department teams up with the SPCA Florida to make greeting cards. They are the cutest darn things. I mean, half
I need to
naked.
see this.
Well, the puppies were cuter to me than the half naked firefighters, but whatever.
I was thinking like.
Yeah.
Oh, the cute little 6-pack firefighters.
No,
Oh,
I was
it's so
thinking, like,
adorable.
The puppies and the cats.
like
Stab you with his mouth.
like trooper, because he's a Dalmatian, like sitting
But,
in
like,
like a
they're-
fire truck or something. Not.
Yes, but now
I
they're the
wasn't
half
thinking
naked.
with firefighters or
Action for
anything
them.
like that.
I don't look like whatever.
And then Cops for Kids.
I mean, our friend Sherry's a firefighter, so I mean that would be great.
What did you just say?
Sherry, she's a firefighter or EMT. She was a firefighter.
Frack.
She can take half naked pictures of my dog. Not like that.
Hear that, Sharon? Tagging you in. See you Thursday.
We got a Dalmatian.
So apparently the gun show is still on for January 2021.
Yes.
So
I really want to go.
yeah,
I really want to go.
I thought we only did like once or twice. They actually did about 3 or 4 shows.
Yeah, it used to be. Well, they used to do like a quarter. I felt like it was a quarterly
Yeah.
show, or
But
Yeah, I know. I felt like every weekend.
but I mean, the local ones compared to the
Yeah.
bigger ones. Well, yeah, but definitely on here, they were looking at all the numbers and finally, trying to get through all the restrictions and whatnot. So the last one I had was January, so it's been like a full year almost now since the gun show. Which again, I get it. They've been trying to go in compliance and do what they can,
sure.
working around things. So, but it's nice to know at least that they're going to be able to do it again. Now, here's the funny thing: I'm not a huge time gun enthusiast. I like guns though. I like shooting them and having fun. But at the same time, though, it's nice to see that it's still being able to be responsible for things that people can still enjoy.
Sure.
It's another way to get out.
Right.
So
yeah, I definitely want to go because I'm going to get a new 45. And yes, you mentioned,
more than 10 people.
and then you said, oh, maybe they'll have ammo. Listen, ammo is not the problem. Getting ammo is not the problem.
It's
The problem is the
ammo.
cost. The cost of ammo is the problem.
Affordable.
But you know what's the Chris Rock thing? Like, I'd shoot you if I could afford bullets.
That's funny.
Excalibur is now open. It's a coffee house and axe throwing venue. And it's in Lakeland, downtown Lakeland.
And they're doing some live music too, because they asked the detectives to get on the schedule.
All right.
Wait.
And
Frack Wack play some music and throw some axes and drink some coffee.
don't throw axes at the music,
Yeah.
even if we suck.
Catch.
And our friend Jessica Fowler, Mabella Interiors, did the interior design for
She
it.
was a guest
Oh,
on
yeah,
our
yeah.
show.
Yeah, she talked about that.
About a
Yeah.
month.
So go back and find the show that Jessica's on and watch it because we were fun.
Yep.
Always funny.
Muritzen Apartments now opening in Lakeland, Florida. This is downtown.
Those
Are they
pretty
open
cool.
now? They're leasing?
December 12th, they're going to start leasing, I believe, is
Wow.
the thing, but they're already starting to fill in their bookings. It's beautiful.
It is.
I want to go
The
see it. I thought it was a concept. I didn't know they were
no, that
actually
is
built.
yeah. No, they are built and done and starting leasing.
That's
and
how often I
people
go
can
down.
move in. Yeah, exactly. But the concept art and everything like that, and the photos that they have up looks amazing. The amenities that are there look amazing.
He was reading me off the
yeah.
amenities, and I was like, "So how much does this cost?"
Yeah.
It's actually not that bad for what they're
For
offering.
everything that you
Correct,
get,
and that was my argument. That was my
Yes.
argument because a lot of cheaper people were or frugal, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. A lot of other people were complaining, oh, these were supposed to be affordable housing. Well, when you look at it, it's like
affordable is different. So
$1,800 to $2,100 for a 1,700 to 2,000 square foot 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 3-bedroom, 3-bath apartment.
Jeez.
So yes, that's a lot of money.
But you're getting a size
But-
of 17, 12, 2,000. I mean, that's.
I
There's
mean, that's as big as this house.
There's a-
24/7
there's like-
spa.
there's
And you
a
get
spa, there's a gym, there's a dog park, there's so much. It's basically like
People don't think of the greater value.
it's a big
So-
community.
Like,
There's
Uh,
a
there's a
restaurant in there
community
too.
Yeah,
that I have in my house
yeah.
at this place, and it's as big as my house. And
They have
like it's what you would
they have
pay
a
for.
they have a room with they have a poker room. They have
Into the garage.
yeah, there's a bunch
Oh,
that
okay.
comes in the garage.
Okay,
Like,
when not covered or actually
Yeah,
closed?
like a real garage.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Like a
there's
garage.
So
there's
it's just a higher mortgage. That's all it is.
right. And that's what I had said.
It's like a mortgage, but you don't get the yard.
You
So
can-
if you don't want the upkeep of a yard.
The
and a
show
lot of
already knew you
people
were
don't.
coming over.
But yeah, no, and it was great. So I get that people were upset that it's not a $1,200, $1,600 apartment,
Range.
But
but
it's
what
not
you're
a-
getting it.
But it's not a cheap apartment. They're
Right.
not going for the bargain hunters.
It
They're
is
going
it is
for-
bringing up the values in downtown, which
Right.
is great. That is a
And-
lot of what's
And I
needed.
believe everybody on chat right now could probably remember that we were talking about that, the possibility of, bringing up the property value, but both sides, like, oh my God, one side is screaming gentrification, the other side is screaming, thank God, property values and things are bringing
Right.
better to the town. So it's
And with the growth of Lakeland,
it's a better thing overall. It's just hard
I'm at
because
16.
you can't please everybody. Can't please everybody.
and then my other trending topic was Friends in Need Services. My dad's charity, Fins, is seeking people to sponsor families for Christmas. I talked about it last week and talking about it this week again. So seeking families or seeking sponsors of families. So
And if you can't sponsor a whole family, they are taking
groups, we are group based, yeah.
donations of toys for all age groups.
Bring an unwrapped gift to Winter Circle Sports Bar in Lakeland, Florida.
If you don't have time to shop for a gift, monetary donations.
Everything will
then
go a long way because he goes
They
out
will
and
get
goes
it and put it all together and make sure it gets to
So, yes.
a family.
Anything anybody can do is happily welcome Winter Circle Sports
It all
Bar.
goes to people in this community.
Yes.
Yeah. And if your family is one that is in need and you fell on hard times and you are not going to be able to provide Christmas for your children, even if it's just one gift, get a hold of Fins, get a hold of Winter Circle, Bill Alcock.
They will help.
He will take care of it.
Awesome.
Every child should have Christmas.
Hopefully so.
Two truths and a lie, really quick.
All right, let's do that.
I've been to Illinois. I've been to California. I've been to Minnesota.
You haven't been to California.
I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to say California as well.
Because Illinois and Minnesota.
Did not listen to the show where I told you that I went to California and went to Disney World, Disneyland.
Great.
Oh, that's world. Okay. Yeah, I figured Minnesota and Illinois are so close.
Yeah, that's what I could say.
I figured as well.
So do you
I
answer
found-
the other one, or you just you yeah.
Chicago.
Right? She hasn't been to
Two truths
Minnesota.
and a lie. I've
Two
never been
truths,
to
one lie.
Minnesota.
She's never been to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Stay on topic.
Michigan.
Me too.
I just read that as Michigan.
Same thing. I'm like, yeah, she's been to Michigan. She's Minnesota. So what?
Yeah, great.
It's like that's
All
Michigan.
I used to run cross country.
Yeah.
I used to do track and field,
Maybe.
and I used to play baseball.
No baseball.
We're laughing over
No.
there.
I don't
No
remember
cross-country.
baseball. But
Track and field and cross country, I can 100% see.
isn't it the Don't
Not
tell
the
me.
same.
I could see him playing baseball,
Well,
but
track
not.
and field is more like doing hurdles, doing long, just long jump, doing meters, 100
Okay, so-
dash. So,
So yeah,
So
I
no,
could see.
cross country then. I don't think you've done hurdles. I
No,
can see
no,
you
no,
run.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
hurdles would be track and field and stuff like that.
I'm gonna go with track and field. Unchanged.
Okay, the one that you jump, I can't see you doing.
You ain't throwing no javelins.
Yeah.
I know I'm not short, but I mean,
No, I'm
You can
just.
see me shot to it.
No cross country.
Yeah. Oh no, cross country. I'm no track and field.
okay, how about
The one that you hurdle.
Track and field.
track and field? Okay, so that's correct. No track and field.
Rank.
I used to run cross country. I played baseball when I was younger.
Yeah.
So,
remember
but
that
track and
story.
field.
I used to play baseball like when I was 3, and I threw a ball to my dad, and
Hey,
he caught
hey.
it once and threw it back. We played baseball.
Hey,
Yeah, that counts. Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Totally fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
okay,
Not true.
my turn. I'm a great hula hooper.
Liar.
I prefer hot tea over coffee.
Sure.
And dogs are my favorite animals.
You cannot hula hoop.
You can't hula hoop or nothing. You ain't got no coordination. You barely know how to run on a bowflex without falling down.
I saw dudes for 2 weeks.
I mean, what are you looking at me? I don't have to
Yeah.
No, no, already.
You drink.
Weird, stupid questions.
All right. Which I kind of gave this away a little bit earlier.
You did. I was listening because I was like, wait a minute, you just answered
My
that.
first car was white. I've never been ice fishing. I was once a Universal Studios musician.
Universal Studios. I'm gonna go with the Universal Studios. I don't remember it being.
I'm gonna go with ice fishing.
Well, he's from New York, so I think he has.
You mentioned something about the last time. You brought up something very
I think
similar.
ice fish in New York.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's cold up there.
I know it's
Ice.
cold. I've never heard of
Oops,
it.
Park Pond. Ice is over.
Now, see, he could have been playing in band or something, and then they get tired.
Yeah, that's what I think. The wording is.
Yeah. So I hate myself for this, but I'm going to say Universal Studios as well.
Okay, so you're all wrong. I was once a Universal Studios musician, contracted by Universal Studios. I was in the marching band for their Thanksgiving.
See, that's what I thought.
There's a little marching group. We put together a Universal Studios marching group for their.
So you actually worked for Universal.
And I was contracted for Universal Studios.
Man, see,
It wasn't like a band going to play. I was with Cortland.
Okay.
And then
You have been
the other truth is I've never been ice fishing. That is the truth. I've never been. I worded it. I have never been ice fishing. I have never been ice fishing. That's true. I think it would be cool to go because I love the cold and I think fishing is cool, but I have never been. My first car, I lied earlier, was not white. My first car was tan. Hyundai Excel hatchback. It's like a Geo Metro, just a little bigger.
by 3
I had
inches.
4 hamsters and 30 squirrels. My first car was not white. I just played that earlier just to see. What's our battery percentage at?
14.
14. Segments. We're good.
All right. We have a
Vacation
you decide bracket of vacation spots. Where would you rather go?
All right. So let's, traditionally, so the way we have videos and everything set up, so let's start with Frick on the first.
Tokyo, Japan, the Great Wall of China.
I don't want to go to China. Not anymore.
I've always wanted to see the Great Wall, but I've also anyone who's ever been to
All
Japan,
photos,
great
all
about it.
culture, all
I'm gonna go with
everything.
Japan.
Everyone says Japan is absolutely amazing. So
I've never heard anyone
one
say
day
I
I'd
went to
go.
Japan and I hated it.
Yeah.
Never heard that. So.
I had a friend post
I mean, you got
pictures,
robbed or stabbed. I get it.
a model friend, Sam Mathias, posted photos, and she's like, "Wish I could go back." And the photos are just, she's the really artistic photo. I showed Brooke some photos of her the other day, and she had Japan photos. And just as always, Cortland went and performed over in Japan. David as well, and it's just.
It's very.
And then of course,
what's the word I'm looking for? Not scenerific. No.
I know that you loved your trip.
Oh yeah, no, it was amazing. No, I didn't go to Tokyo specifically,
There we go.
but I've been there. But yeah, I mean, I do want to see the Great Wall of China because also the martial arts that I do come from China, so I would like to just have that kind of history experience as well.
I
So
just don't want to get stuck there.
no, yeah, I don't recommend it.
All right.
How about you, Frick?
I thought I said.
Yeah, we're all in Japan.
Japan.
Oh, okay, except for me. Oh, I said.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
because he's already been to Japan.
All right,
Water.
because I'm already done with that. So, all right. So next one. So we all.
I like it.
Okay,
All
Japan
right.
except for me. Got it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, Sydney, Australia, or Maui, Hawaii.
Australia. I've always wanted to go to Australia.
I want to go to both. Sucks.
I'd like to go to Hawaii.
You make a
but
stop
it's
in
not
Hawaii
like,
and
it's
then
not
go.
like
Yeah.
those bucket list
Yeah,
items.
like-
Australia is
I think Hawaii is more attainable, so I'd want to go to Australia.
Yeah, me too.
It cost me $2
Like,
difference
right-
from round trip from Hawaii to Japan. So
like I do want to go to Italy and Rome and like that area, but next
Yeah.
I want to go to
Next.
Australia.
Court just scared me.
Paris, France, or London, England.
Listen,
So France
my
and
sister went to Paris, France, and she
Said
said
it was disgusting.
it's disgusting and people are rude. So now I have no desire. Now no desire, but I really don't care if
I'd like to see
I want to see castles.
some
And I want to
landmarks that
see.
are there,
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
but
going with England.
I'm in England.
yeah.
I would like to go to England over France.
Yeah, so yes, I do want to go to.
because I feel like there's more I'd like to see in France, but I feel like they're like from people who have been, there's a real disdain for Americans there, and
That's what I say. I'm from Venezuela. They're like, oh, okay, you're North American.
Yeah.
so for the actual experience of being in a place.
And anybody that I've met from England is really nice.
Yeah.
They're really nice.
And I love their
And I love the accent. And yeah.
I have to admit, I know pretty cool French people as well, but
Yeah.
I get it. You're right. I mean, having that disdain of saying, "Oh, I got that bad experience," it does drive it away.
Yeah,
So I mean, but it has the Louvre. It has a lot
Right.
of other museums and other
Right.
great places. Paris.
I would hope to hit that all on a trip. You
Right,
know what I
exactly,
mean?
yeah.
But at the same time, if I had to make the choice between the two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
I would like to see both,
England.
but I'm going with England as well. Because also, punk rock. I mean, come on, it's Sex Pistols. X-Ray Specs. I think is American.
Rome, Italy, Dubai, India.
That is hard.
Yep. You're
I
welcome.
mean,
Wait,
Italy, I've always wanted to go, and like I've traced
that
my
right?
ancestry back to Italy.
no,
Okay, just Dubai.
no. Yeah, I was going to say it's in United Arab Emirates.
I was like,
Alright.
UAE.
yeah,
Oh,
okay. But everyone who has been to Dubai, you always hear amazing things.
Oh.
And
Cyrus goes over there because
One
I think
of
it's
the-
UAE Warriors or whatever the fighting group is. He goes over there for it.
and he loves it there. So, I mean, not in COVID lockdown status, but
Apparently, it's amazing. Like their sky rises, all their stuff is amazing. The technology and all things that they have there is great.
I have some Scottish friends who actually they once in a while he'll pop in in the blue into the show. So good to see you, buddy. Because obviously the time difference.
Yeah.
But again, he was supposed to, and they're Scottish, but they're living in the UAE and everything. He goes for his runs. They practically live there because of work.
Right.
So him and his family, they had their daughter. I think they had her there. Actually.
I still think that I'm on Rome. I still
Yeah,
think I'm with
I'm
Rome
still-
because of the fact that
I'm
it's
still
the
with Italy.
history.
Well, the Italian, yeah,
Because-
exactly. That's my family heritage, so I want to go there first.
So
I'd
I'm
say-
the oddball.
Sorry.
I prefer Dubai, just because
It's warm.
I actually love the culture and the dancing and the. I don't know that I like the food.
I would love to go,
but
but
I would
DJ
just,
marketing.
if I have to.
That's what.
Well,
I have to
well,
choose,
but- no,
and I
but-
only get one.
But you have a very international.
Well, that's what I
thing.
was
So you don't have to worry
hoping.
about food. You can find them KFC or McDonald's there, fine. Or should I have Dunkin'? I'm sorry. What?
Nothing.
Oh no, we're just playing.
Dubai's nowhere near India, TJ.
India? Here.
All right, so Japan or England?
Better Colorado.
Yeah,
All right. Japan or England?
England.
I'm going to say England.
Yeah, I'm gonna say England. That's fine.
Sure.
Sure.
Why not?
I don't know.
You can say Japan and drink. It's
I feel
okay.
like they're equal. On like the scale of where I want to go.
All right.
Okay.
England,
Australia or Italy?
Australia.
Italy,
Italy.
just for the family heritage.
Yep. That's
Okay, this
that's
doesn't work.
that's the only thing that got me.
Okay.
Yeah, I really want to go to Australia.
Hopefully later we can do this bracket so that everybody can see it. But right now it looks more like a World Cup. Australia, Italy, Japan, and England. Oh, no, now we got at the semifinal or we got the finals now. England versus Italy. So we're picking and choose.
England or Italy?
England.
Italy for me.
I'll say Italy.
I gotta go with Italy. It's because of the family side.
Well, and I
Il mondo italiano. Goal!
11%. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, we pretty much already talked about our niches of business.
Right.
So if we
Exactly.
just want to
Earlier
say who we are and what our business is, that would probably be, unless somebody's got, oh, I see that Frick does have one in there. So,
Well, I pulled it because I didn't know.
I like it.
Go ahead, yeah.
So Apple Music is now available on Google Nest smartphone speakers and displays, which that has been an issue with a lot of my clients going over to set up the Google Nests.
because Apple wants you on Safari.
Absolutely. Or you have to download the app and then you connect it to your Google account. I'm like, can I please just do this from your computer? It's going to be so much faster. Well, I ended up doing it from my phone just to connect it, and then I disconnect my phone. So thanks, Apple, for
Very cool.
that.
That's it.
Company.
Oh, Erica with
Who?
your electronic specialist.
Frack.
No?
Frack.
No, this
Your
is
election.
Your business.
So,
He still said a name.
hashtag
Still said a name.
He still said a name, so we still drink.
Water.
And for my financial market as well, actually, I did want to make a quick note. I always try to bring education in. So if you ever see the word dividend in your life insurance policy, you're not actually getting a dividend. A dividend in a life insurance policy is actually an overcharge that they're paying you back. So you're not getting money. It's not like the investment one where you're saying, oh, I'm making dividends, I'm growing money, and I'm getting more now.
I'm getting paid a bonus.
Maybe you just got charged too much.
It's a deliberate overcharge. So if your policy is $120 and you say, look, we got 20, you got 20, like, no, that 20 was yours.
It was already yours. You
Yeah,
didn't
so
gain.
do not trust any policies that say, look, we pay dividends, because it's utter crap.
All right.
TJ and Brooke, TJ Marketing. So like we said earlier, we really want you to start planning ahead on your business. That is the biggest thing. Whatever.
Don't wait till December to start planning for the new year.
So it's already December. And if you haven't started planning, now is a great time just to jump in and spend a few hours on your business. Spend a couple hours a week if you can do it.
For next year. Start planning.
Yeah, start planning.
Start planning now for next year.
Start planning your monthly goals at least. So if you're in December now, at least plan your monthly goal for January, and that will give you time to where you can start planning that quarterly goal. If you can get a quarterly goal done for the first of the year, that would be absolutely wonderful. And then adjust that goal as you're going along. So get your quarterly plans done ahead of time because life happens.
It's okay
But
to adjust your fiscal year, not to meet up with your calendar year.
yeah,
So
go to
say October to October,
Yeah.
July to July.
Great idea. And
You wanna
just
plan it
open a Google Doc, open a Word doc, and just chart out monthly goal, quarterly goal, annual goal. And like she said, you don't have to. It doesn't have to start January
fiscal
to
year.
January. You can,
So I actually do that in Google Keep because I can
Yeah,
put
yeah.
marks next to it. Like, did I attain that goal on the date that I was hoping?
yeah. So please get in and do some goal setting before the new year, just so that way you have it in your head of where you want to be with your company. And you may not hit your goals. Things might get in the way. It's okay if you don't hit those goals. Just the fact that you're putting them down on paper and you have something to be working toward is the biggest thing, because it's all going to shift anyways throughout the year based on life and all of that stuff. So it's okay if you don't hit your goals. Don't get depressed and knocked down because of it. Just write them down, chart them out, and then start coming up with what is actually realistic and go at it.
And to add to that real quick, if you're going for those goals, inspect what you expect. So if you don't hit that goal, why did it not? And then go through that motion. Don't just say you didn't hit it and don't do it.
So if you need any help with marketing land, web design, or any of your custom logo printables, hit us up. If you need help with your computers and your backups and all of the things technology,
That's it.
hit her up. If you need help with all of your financial planning of your business and your personal life, that's it.
Need help with your personal life.
Oh, I got it.
CBA marketing. Better awesome.
Right, you're awesome out.
Woo! All right, so closing quote for the evening, which I thought was very good in the spirit of holidays. Love the giver more than the gift, but by the great Brigham Young. So, I mean, you take that how you will, though. You can love the giver a lot more.
Love the giver. I love the giver.
All right, so
That's just a tip.
What I giving you?
you can love that was just my gift.
I do too. Love you, baby.
All right, so I will let Wack close us out.
Love you, babe. So when we go to leave now, Tyler goes, love you, babe.
TJ had a show last night, so
Hey, come on,
I
don't say
think,
names.
As he was getting ready to leave, Tyler said, "Love you, babe."
Thanks, babe. Love you, babe.
All right,
All right.
go back, close us out,
You
please.
got it. Sign out of social media. Turn off the news. Click that share button. Click that like, love button. Click that notify button. That way you know when we go live, which is almost typically every Thursday, but in some cases we sometimes record. Don't text and drive. Put your phones away. Too many people are rounding corners, taking turns, and once they hit the straightaway are then checking their messages. Knock it off. Plain and simple. Don't text and drive. Epstein didn't kill himself.
Good night.